It has been 2 weeks since the Mad Hunter's fall. Our adventurers traversed the wilds outside Sydonea, almost coming in contact with a monstrosity that used to be a cleric, witnessing the tragedy that was the bard and the halfling, and finally eliminating their target, Arlo Einar. Not much has changed in the time of their last mission. Everything has continued as normal, showing just how forgettable a Reaper can be. Outside of the Order, no one even realizes the tragedies the Reapers witnessed, or so, every day. The streets of Sydonea are currently bustling with life. It is mid-afternoon. Most people are working or finishing errands before nightfall. Most people are not out after dark. Even though people are moving about their days, there is not much joy here. The weight of unease covers the city like a thick blanket in the middle of summer. The sun is high in the sky today, and for the first time this week, the skies are blue and no cloud is in sight. Or at least, from what someone can see through the light blue sphere that encases the city. Our journey begins with a half-elf named Shiela. Shiela, would you like to describe what your character looks like and what they would be doing in the middle of the afternoon?
I am a half-elf. I have long red hair and piercing green eyes. And during the middle of the day, I'm slowly walking my way through downtown, just kind of observing people. I don't have a job at the right now currently, so I'm just kind of enjoying my me time. And that includes kind of looking through the shop, seeing what's there, finding new trinkets and shinies, as well as grabbing my favorite drink at the bar, which is the fuck up.
So Timble is cleaning his bar. There's actually a lot of people in here at this time because it's in the midday and people are trying to enjoy what little time they can. Are you ordering anything? Are you doing anything? Or are you just kind of chilling?
Timble, give me one fuck up, please, because let me tell you, it's been a long week.
Oh, it's been a long week. What happened this week?
You know, just anything that could go wrong did go wrong, and I lost my favorite dagger.
No, where did it go?
If I knew that, it wouldn't be lost.
And he's just gonna walk off into the corner and start making a fuck up. So he starts pouring 4 different types of liquor into this container, and he takes his hand, and you just see this blue magic swirl go around the glass.
Here you go. I made this one a little stronger this time.
That's my man. And
if you want, I've been doing a lot of schnickle bums, and I've been using those a lot. Do you want me to add a little to it?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's gonna slowly. He's very short and very stout, and his eyes, like, he's so wrinkly, his eyes almost like close. And he's got a very hunchback, and he's just waddling over to get the schnickel bum juice. And he's gonna like top it off with this purple looking liquid and then slide it to you again.
And I'm gonna catch it, and I'm gonna take a big swig of it. And I'm gonna make a face that, oh, Timble. That shivered me timbers. I like it.
Did I do a good job?
You did a great job.
Perfect.
Cool. And like my eyes just kind of go a little blurry there for a second.
You know, you're becoming very quickly one of my favorite customers.
No, Timble, you're quickly becoming one of my favorites.
And he's gonna like blush. And he's gonna go tend to the other patrons in the bar while you're taking this drink. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh. First roll of the game. I got a 9.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
9.
Okay, so you're going to have disadvantage on your dex checks and dex saves for the next 2 hours.
Love that for us. I'm not getting on an animal.
But as you're sitting there drinking your fuck up and people watching, out of the corner of your eye, you see something or someone that looks very familiar. Someone that you have been trying to find.
My eyes are going to raise, and I'm going to notice a scent. I'm going to notice that scent of this person that I've been tracking, or I assume that I've been waiting for. And I'm not going to look at their direction, and I'm going to slowly turn my back to them. I'm going to start walking towards the back of the tavern.
And what are you doing as you're walking towards the back?
As I'm walking, I'm slowly just touching the tables to kind of get a feel for my environment. And I just kind of want to disappear so I can get my hood up, And so I can quickly get behind this person.
So as you're doing that, he actually is going to walk out the door. And you just get a glimpse of this long, black, trench coat looking thing.
Ah, fucker got away. And I'm gonna just make my way casually to the door, as if I'm just leaving for the day. And I'm gonna try to tail.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, shit. I dropped the dice. Ah, it landed on a... That's a 1.
Yeah, you don't know where...
Huh.
But since you got a scent of his, like his scent, trying to get an idea, it was to the right. Once he went out the door, he went to the right.
Okay. So I'm going to take that right, and I'm going to see if I can maybe pick up sight of that black cloak. And I'm looking out, and there's just people everywhere running their errands. And I can't, and I'm fairly short for an elf. I stand at 5'2", so I can't see over the crowd, so I'm going to start looking for a vantage point quickly.
So you actually are going to see, with all these people, and they're kind of uneasy already. They're just walking back and forth and like trying to get their errands done. There's a lot of people here, but there is specifically one person standing in the center, staring straight at you.
And I lock eyes with them, and I just under my breath, and I start casually walking forward towards them.
So in your head, you're gonna hear, I don't know what it is that you're planning, but you will fail miserably. And I cannot wait to watch. And he's gonna disappear.
And I'm just gonna get that shiver down my spine and just think to myself, no, I fucking won't. Not again.
All right, we're gonna pan over to Ruen. Ruen, what are you doing in the middle of the day?
I think Ruen has spent kind of the because you said it's been 2 weeks, roughly, since
it's been 2 weeks.
Okay. Spent a lot of time kind of combing over like any information about the target that we just eliminated, like if they're looking for his past, and kind of really focused on excuse me, kind of like he's Ruen's kind of mentally checked out for the past like couple of weeks after like hearing everything, because he's still kind of feeling that, or since we came back, he's been feeling kind of like, are we going through all this again? Am I just another like pawn for somebody else to use? And hearing that from our target, he's been like kind of looking and trying to look for things about his past and stuff like that.
From Arlo's past or your past?
Yeah, from Arlo's past particularly. I know my past enough that I don't want to go back there, but
I will say you haven't been able to find anything. It's almost like Arlo A&R has been erased.
Well, I think the frustration would probably lead him to go get... I think I would probably go end up getting a fuck-up, probably several fuck-ups.
To head into the bar?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So you'll see Timval running back and forth as like his short little legs can take him, and taking orders, and most what everybody's ordering. I'll take one fuck up, please. Ooh, a fuck up sounds nice. Who knows what I'm gonna get into today?
I'll take that screw up that I think Velphie got last week.
and so he's just taking as many orders, and he hears the bell go off.
Oh, hi, you're back. You came back. Hi.
Yeah, I'm not dead yet. Yes, I definitely came back.
I'm glad you're not dead yet. Would you like what you got last time?
2.
Uh,
It's been a bad couple of weeks, but
why are y'all all having bad weeks? The Shiela just
it is what
left
it
too,
is.
and like just kind of ran out of here, and I don't know where she went. She said it was a bad week, and now you're having a bad week. Everybody's just having a bad week,
And he's like going and pouring like 4 different liquors into this container. And again, he's going to cast this spell, and you see this blue swirl go up the drink. And he's going to pass you the first one.
I down it.
You work fast. All right, well let me go grab another one.
And again, 4 liquors as quickly as he can. It's spinning of the blue circle and gives you your second one.
I take the other one, and it's kind of like looking in the just spinning it around, looking in the glass. Not drinking it right away. Just kind of want another one handy.
Oh boy, you've had a bad week, ain't you? And you're gonna hear that from your right.
I like look over to my right. Do I know this person that's talking to me, or is it just a random?
You might have seen her around. She is a very short, stout dwarf, and very pretty by dwarven standards. But she's got a scar that runs from here all the way down her face, and she's got an order pin on the left-hand side.
Yeah, you could say it's been a couple of weeks.
Oh, I feel like we're all having a bad couple weeks, aren't we?
Why else do we drink fuck ups? And then I'm taking downing the second one.
Give me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Fantastic.
Rolling at 1.
That's actually not terrible, but not great. That's gonna be fun. That's an 8.
Oh, buddy. All right. So you are going to have disadvantage on your dex checks and your dex saving throws for the next 2 hours. And
That's fair.
with an 8, you kind of start to wobble a little bit on your stool.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, this is better.
What? I guess I need to catch up. And she's going to take one too and shoot it. And she got a nat 1. So this very, very stout woman is just going to, okay, that was the biggest fuck up I've had all week. And she's going to fall off of her stool and just lay there. Yep, this is my home now. Yep. Yep. This is where I'm going to stay.
I'd help you up, but I think then we'd both be stuck on the floor.
Hey, being stuck on the floor ain't too bad though, is it?
And she's just gonna lay there and stare
I
at the
attempt to
ceiling.
give her a hand up, but
Give me let's see, what do we want to do for that? Give me an acrobatics or an athletics check to see if you can pull her back up in her stool.
well, let's see, dice. Which dice is gonna? That's all right. That's a 15 athletics.
So considering you're wobbling, she's on the floor, you do manage to pull her up. Not necessarily in her chair, but she is now standing at least, and her head is actually almost at the height of the bar stool.
Well, I think I could see a lot of nice asses from down here at least, so we're just gonna consider that a good thing.
A win's a win, I guess.
A win's a win. That's going to be the plus to my week. So I'm not going to complain. Timval, can I have one more, please?
Are you sure you want another one? I just saw you eat dirt.
Yes, I would like another one, please.
I mean, if that's what you're asking for. All right. Can you at least get on the stool first?
And he's just going to go do 4 more liquors in his little blue spin. And we're going to cut over to Friedrich. What are you doing in the mid-afternoon?
Not drinking a fuck up.
But you've had such good luck with them so far.
Friedrich would have been abstaining since he fell off his goat and hurt himself 2 weeks ago. You said middle of the afternoon? So probably in his office at the university. Classes are probably done for the day, at least his schedule and he would be sort of poring over papers, books, general housekeeping items like that.
Anything specific that you're looking for, or you just kind of nosing around?
There's a specific book he's been on lately, but you can tell him a bit secretive on not wanting people to know what he's reading. So he feels safe right now. No one's in the office or anything, but were someone to come in, he would probably shuffle the book into a drawer.
You're going to hear a knocking at your office door.
He shuffles the book into a drawer.
Professor?
Yes, come in.
I can't get the door open.
And you're just going to hear like a struggle at your door. Like this kid is pulling on a push door.
It's not locked.
Well, I can't. Professor, I can't get the door open.
And he's gonna accidentally, like while he's trying to play with the door, like slam it open. And Sammy, the one with the little alfalfa headpiece, is just gonna fall in.
Are you okay?
Am I ever okay? I'm fine, sir. I'm fine. Don't deduct my grade for that. I just wanted to check and see how have you graded our recent essays yet, sir? Please.
Remind me again when you turn that in.
Did you lose it?
No, I decided to give myself a deadline, and if it's the one we did yesterday, then no, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, I really thought it was great.
You know, whenever you get a chance to check it, I guess that's not done yet. So, yeah. Can I don't think it's going to be that great, actually. Can I please have some help eventually? Like, can I have tutoring? Because I'm not very good at this, and I would ask Velphie, but Velphie, I'm scared to go ask Velphie.
One, Velphie's very helpful and very bright. Two, you just thought it was good. Why do you not think it's good now?
Because you haven't checked it.
I've been preoccupied. You have other things you do throughout the day, right?
Not really.
Perhaps you should.
Like what?
Hobbies, interests, crafts, reading, anything?
I go to class.
What do you do outside of class?
I study for class.
What do you do outside of that?
Go to sleep.
Side question to the GM. What are his grades like?
He's not very smart.
So he does nothing but study and he still fails.
He tries really hard. It just doesn't click. Your subject just does not click for him. His grades in his other classes are pretty decent, but this one's hard.
Medicine doesn't click for him? Is he studying to be a doctor?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. These are good things to know. Well, why don't we take a look at it right now then? Let me try to find it, and I'll shuffle through a bit of a mess on my desk until I locate what I believe is his essay.
Roll me a sleight of hand just to see if you actually grabbed his essay.
Can read his name, right?
Or a perception. He's got very bad handwriting.
They're the same either way. 10.
You can make out Sammy's for slightly. His handwriting's pretty bad.
Perfect for a physician. That's a good start. And I'm just gonna breeze through it and sort of, skim read it, muttering under my breath.
He's actually gonna blush because of the fact that you said it was perfect for a physician, and that's what he wants to do. And he's just gonna he's very awkward. He's just kind of fiddling his thumbs at this point.
Okay.
I won't notice the blushing because I'm not looking at him. What do I see on his essay?
What would you be teaching about?
So this would probably be some type of anatomy class. He seems to be like he's probably earlier on in the course of study. An essay on all of the bones of the human foot.
So he has all of the bones there, but they're mixed up. Almost like he got the right side mixed up with the left side when he was trying to describe it. So he's got the basis down. Like, he's really been trying to that, but like he can't quite put where things happen.
I'm gonna look over and say, Sammy, right? Isn't that your name?
Yeah, you remember my name?
Are you familiar with the concept of diminishing returns?
No.
If you spend all of your time studying, and that's all you do, at some point it doesn't become very efficient, and you're not actually using your time very wisely. Maybe you should step away a bit, recharge, and then come back to something. You can typically look at it from a different angle when you do that.
So you mean you didn't study all the time when you were learning this?
No, it's actually, it doesn't lead to success. There's a sort of an optimal amount of studying, and it's a little bit different for each person, but you should work to find it. And I say that because you know the material, but you have a very difficult time expressing the material to someone else, like in this format.
I feel like that's my day-to-day life too. Well, what do you recommend?
Find something you enjoy that isn't related to your studies.
And he's just gonna kind of start listing off things like, and like counting on his fingers.
When you were young, what games did you play?
I didn't play any, sir.
What did you do as a child?
I studied.
Don't tell me you studied medicine. I mean when you were like 5 years old.
I studied my ABCs.
Okay. Well, have you ever thought about doing anything else?
Well, this is all I've really ever wanted to do, so no.
Does studying stress you out?
What doesn't stress me out?
Wow, it was a leading question. I was about to ask what you do when you're stressed to, relieve stress.
I think that's inappropriate.
I think you mistake me for someone else.
He's just gonna turn blood red.
I don't think that. No. Oh God, no.
And he's just gonna leave.
Okay. See you in class tomorrow.
And with that, we are going pan over to Velphie. What is Velphie doing?
So, Velphie, since the entire journey, the entire experience, she's been very inspired the past 2 weeks. And you'll see her, she's in the courtyard and she's got her lute out, she's got her journal, and she's writing some poetry and some songs about the travels and stuff that has happened. And so she's pink skin, she's tiefling, she's got big horns, big curly black hair, kind of reddish eyes, and she's like medium sized. So she's taking a moment to get all that stuff that's in her head from the trip onto paper.
So with that, if you're in the courtyard, you're going to actually notice, since the last time in 2 weeks when you guys came through the tree, there's actually a larger opening in the courtyard. Because they couldn't get the horses out, so it took them a little time to get that done, but it is now finished, and all that is all nice and set up. And somebody's just going to be sitting in the courtyard, not too terribly far away, and just listening. And they're just kind of swaying to whatever you're writing, whatever you're playing. And they're just really enjoying whatever music you're pumping out. And they're quiet.
So I'm gonna, out of the corner of my eye, I'm gonna notice the movement, and I'm gonna turn to them and ask, what they thought about the song. I sing to them and I say, so what did you think about that verse about, with these order members just traveling through this virus-ridden land and not really been. Do you like that? Should it be different?
I thought it was great. And this is a little halfling. He looks like he would be a teenager. And he's got blonde hair that's braided back. He's like wearing like a little red cloak. And I don't normally get to enjoy a lot of happiness here. And I really like the songs that you play. This is
Thank
really
you.
nice. And I think that there should be more people doing this in the courtyard. It's a nice little refresher from what we normally get.
You know, I agree. I really do think with everything that's happening, you know, we really do need to be little rays of sunshine in the darkness. So, I mean, do you know how to play the lute? Do you know how to play any instruments?
Oh no, I don't. I wish I did though. I am more of a maker, more of a
Maker.
engineer type person. I can make a lute, but I could never play one.
Would you like to learn how to play the lute?
You're willing to teach me?
Of course.
And he's just gonna rush over and plop down. And he's very excited.
Oh my god. Okay, so she's going to position herself and she's gonna just go through. She's going, this is an A, this is a B, this is a C, and then this chord can be a little tricky. And then she's going to give the lute to him and have him try to repeat what she just showed him.
Okay. And he's gonna like very tenderly take this. Give me a perception check.
Okay. 7.
7. Even with that, you'll notice like a little bit of his cloak comes up and one of his arms is completely metal.
Oh.
And he's going to very gingerly take this. Okay. You said it. This is an A. Okay. He got a 10, so it's not a very good A. This is what was the next one?
It was a B. It looks like
B.
this.
And he's gonna, with his gloved hand, just try to mimic that. All right. Okay. I can do this. And he's just gonna take a little strum. And this one's a little bit better. Not by much, though. What's the next one?
It was a C.
C. And what does that look like?
So that's going to look like this. Finger up a little higher.
He's gonna move his hand up a little higher. And we'll give him advantage on that. Doesn't matter. It's worse. He can't. Yeah, see? And he's gonna like tenderly give this back, trying not to break it.
Mhm.
I can build them, but I can't play it. But I do like listening to you. My brother's out of town this week, so I haven't had a whole lot of enjoyment this week. So thank you for playing out in the courtyard. I really do enjoy this.
Of course. And you know, I'll do it more often if you happen to be walking by. You know, feel free to stop by and sit a spell, and maybe we can even collaborate on some songs if you have any experiences or anything that you want to express.
That would be really, really cool. And yeah, I would very much enjoy that. And he's
What's your
gonna hold out
name?
his hand. My name's Axe.
Axe. I love that name. Hi, Axe. I'm
Thank you.
Velphie.
It's nice to meet you, Velphie. This has made my day. Thank you. I have to, and he's gonna put his hands together and kind of bow a little bit. I've got to go finish making up something for my brother, so I gotta head out. But I've really enjoyed listening, and I really hope that this will happen again.
I hope so too. And have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. Give me a perception check.
Six.
You don't see anything.
Oh. Okay, so she's just going to take all of her stuff pack everything up, and she's gonna walk back to the dormitories and try to get back to studying for Professor Friedrich's class on the foot.
Nice. So with that, all of you are going to feel a little vibration from your pin. What are you all doing?
I'm assuming this hasn't been longer than 2 hours.
This is not. So all this has
good.
happened simultaneously.
Oh, good. I feel like Ruen almost falls out of his, like, falls off of the stool in the bar as he, like, hits his pin and is like, ah!
Hey, we both can't be doing that now. You can't be doing that too. I've already fallen out. You can't do it too.
Hey, it looked fun. I wanted to try it.
I mean, if you want to try it, go ahead. But I don't recommend it. It hurts.
I think the pin's vibrating or the world's vibrating, so I gotta go take care of this. This was fun, though.
We'll have to do this again.
Yeah. And I'm going to walk out without even remembering to ask anything about her name or anything like that. Just be like, yeah, great. Sounds good.
The pin's going off just as I was trying to make my way back into the bar from leaving. And I stop right outside the door and I answer my pin and I go, hello?
Hello. This is Vana. This is Sheila.
Yes, Fauna. Hi.
Please make your way to base. I have your next assignment.
Absolutely on my way. And I start walking towards base.
Velphie's going to set her loot down because she's got papers in one hand, her loot in the other. She's going to set her loot down. She's going to tap on her pen. She's going to go, hello.
Miss Velphie. This is Vana.
Fauna. Hi, Fauna. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing wonderful. Make your way to base. I have your next assignment.
Oh, yay. I'll be right there. So then she's going to pick up her stuff, head to base.
Awesome. And Ruen, give me a dexterity check to see if you can tap this thing correctly.
Yay, disadvantage. That is a natural one.
First of the session.
You accidentally, while you're trying to tap on this, tap on it really hard to where the actual stick part of your pin just sticks into you. And it hurts. Like you just stabbed yourself with your own pin. You didn't even think they could do that. And all you're going to hear is a muffled...
Hello?
Your hand's still there.
Oh, hand. I'm gonna grab my hand with my other hand and like, hello?
Ruen?
Yeah, sorry. Fuck up. I fucked up.
Oh, buddy. Okay. Do we need to call a healer?
I mean, unless they can make me not drunk, you're probably gonna have to wait a couple of hours.
Oh, buddy. All right. Well, I'm assuming you know who I am. I'm Vana. Can you stumble your way into base? Oh, buddy, I gotta give you details. Oh,
Sure.
yeah, just stumble in here, and hopefully one of your team will write the details down for you.
Since I'm right by the
Fantastic.
tavern, can I see him and be like, oh, let's get you there, buddy, and walk with him?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay.
I would see her go, oh, thank God.
Hi, Ruen. Let's go. Come on. Follow me, buddy.
And follow her very directly because I can't. Everything else is just
I'll double tap mine as well.
Professor?
Yes, Vana.
Yes, make your way to base, please. I have your next assignment. So you all trickle your way into base, some stumbling a little more than others. But this hall is very extravagant. Like, it's so gorgeous and open. The walls and floors are made of obsidian, and it's so dark that you wouldn't be able to tell if a liquid was blood or water on the floor. There is a skeleton clock in the very back of the room that starts from the floor and reaches the ceiling. The hall is lined with individual stations with obsidian counters in front of them. Most are empty at the time being, but a few individuals dressed head to toe in white robes are there. The features of these individuals are completely covered by a veil that covers their eyes and a mask that covers their mouths. These individuals are the reapers that give hunters, scavengers, and chroniclers their missions. With it being midday, there aren't many people in here, leaving the wide open hall eerily quiet, except for the scribbling of quill against parchment, the rustling of books, and the ticking of the skeleton clock on the back wall. What are you all doing?
I'm stumbling, very much stumbling towards wherever I think Vana is.
And I'm
So
walking.
I vaguely, I vaguely remember where her desk is, but the room is extra big and spinny right now. So
I'm trying to think of what this would be. Give me a perception check.
oh no. Let's see. I think that's I have to double check, but that's pretty low. It's not a natural 1. But it's a 6.
So in the floor, there's this clear glass almost panel, and it's see-through. And there's a giant blue crystal in the center. And lightning strikes almost are hitting it. It's very, very pretty. And it's almost like it has now distracted you from your goal.
Yep.
How would Ruen be distracted?
Oh, it'd be like, would it be something that you could be like standing on without, like you said, it's a glass panel. Would you be able to be like standing on it without like breaking it or anything? It's just
Yes.
floor. Okay. He's probably just kind of like standing directly over it, staring down at it, just kind of swaying.
So Velphie walks in and she hasn't been here since she got her first assignment. So she just kind of looks around and takes it all in. And then she's going to look around and see if she sees someone from her previous circle.
Give me a perception check.
5.
You see the really tall Goliath swaying over the glass panel.
I'm going to gingerly make my way over to the tall Goliath. And I'm going to say, "Excuse me, sir. Are you okay?"
I doubt that I would have heard her coming right now. So, I probably like jump, like visibly jump. Like, oh, hey, you,
Ruen!
Velphie,
Hi!
I'm drunk.
I can smell that.
And I see that Ruen has kind of gotten away from me, so I slowly just kind of walk up behind them and say, "Hello, Velphie."
Shiela, I missed you so much. How have you guys been?
I've missed you too. I've been doing well, just kind of keeping low. How have you been?
I've been good. Just really inspired and writing songs and doing some studying. I'm learning about the foot right.
Once the human foot has
There are a lot of them.
all of them.
Yep. All of them are in the foot.
Yep. It's just so fascinating.
It really is. So, are you guys here to pick up a new assignment?
Yes, Vana called me.
Yeah, yep. That's why I'm here. Yep.
What a
Uh-huh.
coincidence! So am I. Maybe we're in the same circle again.
Girl, yes. It's gonna be great.
You want to guys go over there together, find Vana?
Yeah, let's head over to Vana. Should we grab one side of Ruen, I'll grab the other, and we'll Kind of.
Yep,
Or
I
grab an
got the
elbow.
right side.
He was half turning around, going a different direction.
And we just kind of like grab his elbow. I'm like, I'm still kind of tipsy here. So like, I'm not fully.
Oh,
I'm
Sheila,
staggering too.
Sheila, you gotta pick up more weight here.
I've tried. Okay.
Oh, we going over here. And...
Oh,
No,
wait,
Ruen.
Ruen bad.
I just like, and I try so hard to just keep a hold of his arm because he's a Goliath. He's tall. Velphie and I are not.
Mm-mm.
And so we're just struggling.
Stumbling all the way over to Vana.
Velphie's made better decisions and it shows.
Friedrich, are you doing anything at this time?
Yeah, I'm just gonna slowly kind of mosey into the chamber here, sort of walking pensively, my hands, behind my back, sort of like that old man professor sort of walk. Do I notice not just the party, but anything out of the ordinary?
Give me a perception check.
10.
Nope. Nothing out of the ordinary. It looks the same as last time you were in here, except it's a lot less busy. Because a lot of Reapers get their assignments really early in the morning. And you guys have been called in at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's very quiet in here.
Do I clock the party anywhere? The people I worked with last time?
I'd say it's hard to miss them.
Yeah, if it's empty and they're inebriated, then yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
think it's
make
very
my
hard.
way over to them, continuing the same pensive walk because they seem to have the situation at hand, or taken care of.
Oh, Professor, I'm so happy you're here. Can you grab on to Sheila and kind of help her up a little bit?
Of course. Is everyone okay?
Just,
Fuck ups.
they fucked up.
Oh yes. I had
It was,
repressed that memory.
it was my turn to not be brain.
And I will go to Sheila's side. So we've got this chain of sort of like most drunk on the inside to least drunk on the outside, walking towards
Love
Savannah.
it.
So she's gonna notice y'all walking over. Oh my. Are we okay? Oh, I'm so glad you guys aren't leaving until the morning.
I was going to
Me
ask.
too.
I was going to ask when we had to go. So.
Did you just decide that when you saw us?
Maybe. Probably. But we'll keep that to myself. I'll keep that to myself. Y'all,
We're professionals.
I can
Yes.
tell. Super professional.
I'm definitely something.
Super professionals. Yeah, we'll tackle this one in the morning. Oh, but Vana is covered in white robes, and there's a white veil covering her eyes, and a mask that basically picks up where that veil stops, covering her entire face. So you can't see anything about Vana besides pretty much how she smells, and that's about all you got. And like if she's short or tall, she's covered head to toe. You don't get many details about her.
How does she smell?
Like clean laundry.
Okay.
So we can't see. It's not like sheer or anything.
So it's like one of those masks that she can see out of, but you can't see into.
Have we ever seen Vana?
You do not know what Vana looks like.
But I'm assuming we recognize her voice.
You would recognize her voice. And she literally has a nameplate on her station that says Vana.
I don't trust nameplates.
Nameplates are the devil.
You're more than welcome to Insider.
Does she sound like Vana?
She sounds like Vana. But you're more than welcome to give me an insight.
I'm convinced. I'll let someone else if they want to.
I'm 200% convinced, but it doesn't take much right now.
I don't feel like I need to check.
I'm good. I like Vana. She smells pretty.
Or whoever she is.
Hi, Friedrich. How are you doing? Hey. Tell her.
Friedrich, Velphie, y'all are gonna take care of these two. Right.
That is our duty. That's our assignment before our assignment.
Yeah, they'll be fine. They're in good hands.
That's my girl.
I like it. I like it. So, y'all's mission, are we able to... And she's going to specifically turn her head to Shiela and Ruen. Are we able to remember this conversation?
Yes, ma'am.
That remains to be seen, but there's at least 2 people that are not where I am. So hopefully words.
50-50.
Oh,
Is that right,
buddy.
Doc? Professor? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. See, smirt. SMRT.
SMRT?
You're all very talented.
Okay.
How's it going?
I am great. Thank you for asking. And she's going to turn to Velphie and Friedrich. So, have fun. And she's going to point to Shiela and Ruen.
We always do.
That is, yep. Okay. So your mission starting tomorrow at daybreak. Some of our reapers found an abandoned mansion of some sorts off to the east, and we have no idea who it belonged to, but the being that lived there seemed to be extremely intelligent considering how massive their library used to be. The reapers found a room that they can't open, and we believe that your circle is very well talented and skilled. And she's going to kind of question that last bit as she looks over to Shiela and Ruen.
Boy, do I know a thing or two about doors. They open and close.
You are so smart.
Right, Ruen. That's right, buddy.
You are so smart. We believe that this door is magically sealed, but we think that there might be valuable information if you can get the door open. And your job is to get into that room. Whatever is in there, we need you to bring back.
Hey.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for or expecting?
We have no idea what is in that room. But if it's magically sealed, rumor has it that that's going to be a very, very important haul.
Okay. All right, so we have a door that's magically sealed, and we need to get through it. Okay, this seems simple enough, right? How do you know just about how far away east it is?
This journey should take about 5 days from start
my.
to finish. And we will provide you rations for that, so no need to worry on that case.
Okay. 5 days journey. Is that journey there and back?
Yes, so you guys should be back in 5 days.
Gotcha. Perfect. I just want to make sure I get as many details, because at least 2.
Depending on how long it takes us to open the door, right?
Yes. We only can provide you with a 5-day ration, so do try to make it quick.
All right. Noted.
This mission isn't quite as high stakes as your last one, since you're not on an elimination target mission, but we can provide you 50 gold pieces each if you complete it. However, if you come back empty-handed, then we can provide nothing.
What if we find other things in the mansion?
Well, you're a part of the Order. If you think it's part of the Order's information to take care of, then you turn it in, correct?
Follow the mission to a T.
You're smart, Professor Friedrich. If there is something that needs to be back in the Order's containment, bring it back.
All right. Okay. New quest. I'm excited. This one's gonna be longer. You know what that means? More campfire songs.
I'm looking forward to it. You're so talented.
Stop it.
I'm so excited.
I have been writing
Yeah.
a few and some poetry as well. I'm so excited to share it with you guys.
Can't wait.
I am trying to like figure out, like, I'm paying attention and I understand each word individually. That's where I'm at.
Anna, can we ask some other questions?
Ivana's going to slide a map to you. Of course, Professor Friedrich. What is your questions?
Well, I'm sure the other members have questions as well, but you said this was discovered by other Order members.
Yes.
How long ago did they discover it? Are they still there? And if they're not, how long have they been gone?
They just recently returned. This mission they reported in this morning. And we thought it was urgent enough to send some people out very quickly.
Did they encounter any combative forces on the premises?
Nothing out of the ordinary, but our ordinary is slightly changing and things are getting a little worse for wear outside. As last mission I told you, things are getting a little rougher and a lot of reapers aren't making it back, so nothing out of the ordinary in comparison to that.
Right, of course.
Any
Well,
other
that don't
questions?
sound good.
Do we know anything about who used to own or live in the mansion? Is there a family name tied to it?
No information has been provided to me, and the Reapers did not have any information that they were able to find.
Thank you.
Of course. Is there any other questions that I can take care of before you depart tomorrow?
Why doesn't what was his name? Arlo, the guy that we killed? Why doesn't he exist anymore?
Well, he died.
But there's no record of him at all.
He died. If you die, the same happens to your records. If I die, the same
So
happens to mine.
So we just don't exist to anybody anymore.
Correct.
Fantastic.
So don't die.
Unless you want to have never existed.
Then
Fair.
we just don't exist.
Do we even exist right now? Are we even real?
I feel like
That's a good
little
question. I've
deep
been
of a
pondering
question.
that. What
You
is real?
know,
No.
probably not at the moment.
Sheila's just
Check
staring
back
at
in a
her
couple
hand.
hours.
Velphie, roll me a persuasion check with that one.
She's gonna convince Ruen.
11.
Am I rolling anything against that, or am I just?
Roll a wisdom check.
I'm going to intentionally roll with disadvantage just because I am inebriated. Oh God! Wow. Okay, never mind. He doesn't believe a word that you're saying because that is a 19.
Okay.
Like, I think I self in the face and go, nope, I do exist. Ah!
Yes, you do, Ruen. You exist to me.
You're gonna see Vana poking her hand a little bit.
It's a question to ponder, I'm just saying. Just try not to think about it too much, otherwise you might enter an existential crisis. And we already
This
have too many of
existence.
those.
Yeah, we don't need any more crises.
Ruen, we need another fuck up. I'm fucked up.
No.
Oh.
I don't. Maybe you do.
Let's
Ruen
go to the
has-
bar.
Ruin has been ruined enough.
It's a vicious
today.
cycle.
But before we go into the frivolities of the evening, just make sure. Does anybody have any questions on what you were asked to do?
Go to the mansion.
Go to a building. Open a door.
Yes.
Come home.
When put simply, yes.
Don't die.
And don't die.
Got it.
Bring what's inside the door.
I won't remember tomorrow, but hopefully somebody will.
I'm sure these two, and she's gonna point to Velphie and Friedrich. I'm pretty sure that they will take it.
Friedrich's scribbling in the journal, so yes.
But make sure you have shelter before it gets dark. Make sure to surround your shelter with guardian crystals. This will help keep the shadows away. The word to activate these crystals is Hephthine. And make sure you have placed these before dark. All of your rations and resources will be loaded onto your mounts tomorrow morning before your departure. This will include a few health potions for you. If the battle is too much, it is better to run and fight tomorrow than die today. Better to forsake the 50 gold pieces each and make sure that you come home. We can't be losing more reapers than we already have. Be the light that drives out the shadow. With that, I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Vana.
Bye, Vanna.
Bye. Have fun
I'm gonna
with your
whisper to the
frivolities
group.
at the bar. Don't
Do
let
we think
Timble
that-
fuck you up too bad.
Do we think that's like a spiel she has to read to us every time we go on one of these?
You know, I think
Oh, it's
so.
it looked like she was reading from a.
It sounds
Reading
like a
from a script.
disclaimer.
Is she even real?
And I'm probably saying that very loudly as we're walking away.
I was about to ask, how stealthily are you guys trying to be with this?
I was trying to
Very-
be discreet, but
He was being discreet. Ruin and discretion right now are not. I might have a high charisma, but it's substantially lower at the moment.
Sheila doesn't understand the word discreet right now.
I rather like my disclaimers, thank you.
You're welcome.
we get in trouble, and I scurry off.
Yes, and I, Professor, are you leaving me with these two? I need your help to get them out of here.
Oh, I forgot. I doubled back.
And I just kind of like stick out my elbow and I'm like, let's go.
All right, let's
I take the elbow.
Well, the night is yours. What would you like to do?
Does anyone need to prepare beyond get a
Do
good
it-
night's sleep?
Do we have health potions?
Like, honest still.
Vana said she would give you a few on your mounts tomorrow.
Okay.
What
So
if we
just try-
didn't
Do we
use
have
the
do we
ones from
have a
last time?
place in town that we could buy health potions as well to have like extra in case?
Yes, let me pull that up. You would know for health potions, you would go to the Luna Moth Apothecary.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
That sounds like a place that has stuff.
I want that in my mouth. Sorry.
Okay.
Apothecary.
When you say that, somebody's just gonna kind of walk by with like a what the fuck face.
Do I? I'm gonna look at him and just be like, "Fuck ups! Don't drink more than one."
Well,
You
the
got
last
it,
time I checked,
dude.
you only get one. Did he give you two?
Yes.
I need to go see Timble. And he's just gonna leave.
I said bye, stranger.
Bye. Don't eat any moths, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, Sheila, we don't eat moths here.
I'm sorry. I'm hungry. I have the drunk munchies. Can we get nachos somewhere? Nachos.
What's a nacho?
Oh my goodness. They take stale corn and they like turn it into a crunchy thing. And then they melt this thing that's called cheese, which is made from milk. And it's delicious.
Cheese and corn.
Yes.
I would say the closest place that would
Excellent.
sell something like that is called the Enchanty.
To the enchanting. Let's get some food and us, because
The food, yep, that you are full of ideas, and I like it.
ideas.
Food sounds like a great idea for these two, don't you think, Professor?
Yeah, it's something to, soak up the alcohol a bit.
In
I'm-
my day, we would eat at the bar.
Back in my day.
The bar
Back
does
in my-
have food as well, but if you're looking for like something nacho-y,
I need.
probably
nacho-y.
Enchanty. Okay.
I love
What
that you
is-
thought of this.
What is Enchanty? Do I know what kind of shop
It's
that
a
is?
boba house.
You would know Enchanty. It is it's a tea house.
Nachos at a tea house.
Oh,
I like this place.
Enchanty! I love it.
It's a tea house. And it wouldn't quite be like, it'd be more like pita chips with cheese on it, but she can sell something similar.
Let's go see what's brewing at Enchanty.
Oh, Professor Punny as ever.
Brewing tea. I get it.
I just love puns.
So you guys would know Enchanty is on the west side of town, past the market square.
Is there like a magic, mystical sort of retailer?
There's a lot. What kind of magic stuff are you looking for?
Something of the darker variety.
Darker variety?
Oh.
You would probably want to go to Bloodstone's Curiosities or Darkwood's Emporium.
Okay.
Stone and Darkwood. Those
Are
sound
they?
both.
Or the Veiled Gaze.
Are there any of them near each other?
The closest one to Enchanty would probably be Bloodstone's Curiosities.
And it has piqued my interest. I might swing by there once we get close to Enchanty.
Do.
Does anyone need a hand?
I feel like I can walk on my own right now, because I feel bad for embarrassing myself in front of Vanna.
You did amazing,
I'm
sweetie. She didn't
I'm
even
walking.
know.
I don't know if it's working.
You don't think she realized that I was intoxicated? You don't think so? You don't think so? Are you
I
sure?
don't think she could tell at all.
Okay, good, because I was really worried. Oh goodness. Okay, I swear, I've never done that before. It's just middle of the day. It's been a long couple of weeks. Let's go get some food.
Yes, let's get some food in that tummy.
Yes, please. And then Velphie just leads me to go get food. There.
So when you guys get to Enchanty, the outside looks like all the other buildings, but it's got a very intricate sign that looks like it's been calligraphied, and it's very, very, very pretty, and it's written in a dark red and in almost like cursive calligraphy of Enchanty. And when you open the door, it's very cozy. It's very bright. This is probably one of the brightest shops you will see in Sydonea. It's very almost happy and joyful, and the owner has set up little tables where you can grab your food, grab your tea, and there is a little old lady behind the bar. Would any of you have come to Enchanty before? Would any of you be tea drinkers?
I feel like Professor Friedrich would.
I think Velphie would as
Probably not.
well.
I'm not much of a tea drinker. Sheila isn't much of a tea drinker.
This little old lady is messing with little teapots in the back. And she's got olive skin. She's very wrinkly, very tall. And she's got this really long, curly white hair. She looks like she fits into a tea house. And she's going to hear the little bell go off.
Oh, hi, Velphie, Professor Friedrich. Welcome back.
s- I assume I would know her name.
Yes, if you've come in here, you will know her name is Calandra.
Kalandra.
Alondra.
And she's gonna actually run around the counter as like little old lady run and give you a hug, Velphie.
Aw, I missed you.
I missed you too. Are you going to play for us anytime soon?
You know, I have been working on some new songs, so I think there's a performance in the future.
Oh, I'm so excited! And Professor Friedrich, how are your classes going?
Very well. How are you, Calandra? How's business?
It's so great. I'm doing so good. And my little one came to see me on deer, and I'm really excited. He had to leave this morning, but he came to see me, and my day's really good now. And I see you've both brought friends.
Hi, I'm Shiela.
Hello, welcome to Enchanting.
Oh, she's just adorable.
I'm Ruen. I'm gonna apologize in advance. I have fucked up entirely.
Oh,
Yeah.
you went and saw Timble. Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
So he still hasn't gotten creative with his drinks, has he? Is he still only
He
creating a fuck up?
As.
Oh,
I
he
mean,
did.
Bit too creative.
he added schnickelbums.
He did make
I
a screw
can't
up. Yeah, he made
He
a
made
screw
a-
up
Made a
a
screw
couple
up.
weeks ago.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
goodness.
Velphie got him screwed up. Wait, had him do
Velphie,
make
you did
screw
what?
ups.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Not. Okay.
No,
But-
no, no.
Oh,
Not like that. No, no, no.
She's like, her face gets a little red.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if we wouldn't want Timble doesn't seem your type. However, my son Antier would be very, very, very cute. He's got horns like you. He's very pretty.
I
I'll
know
take
you've
one fuck
mentioned
up,
him
hold the up.
before.
He's just wonderful. But you said your name is Ruen. I've got something for you.
Yeah.
Just hold on 1 minute, and I will be right back.
And she's gonna go behind her little counter, and she's gonna pull a little teapot from a magically warmed like tea saucer, so it stays warm and looks like it is just freshly brewed. And she's gonna pour it, and it looks like a black tea with a little bit of glimmer to it. It almost shines a little bit. And she's gonna bring it over to you in this little pink cup with a pink saucer.
This might make
Oh,
you feel better.
this is adorable, and
I'm so glad
it's
you
like
like it.
immediate, like drinks it immediately, regardless of how hot it is.
Oh, so it's almost perfect. Like it's almost the perfect temperature. And this is going to, you're going to notice your body start to glimmer a little bit. Like you're made of pure gold. You're going to sparkle.
Oh,
I'm
And
shiny.
it tastes like lavender and ginger. And it's just soothing, and it just makes you feel really good, and you won't feel as drunk as you were when you came in.
Oh,
can I get
Oh.
one of those? Can I? I would
Sure.
like to sparkle.
that's
Yeah, you want to sparkle? I can make everybody sparkle. Would y'all like one too?
I want to sparkle, please.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
You know, I read a story once about it was fictional, about a vampire that sparkled in the sunlight.
oh dear God, not that
Vampire
stuff again.
sparkle?
Yep, it was a really interesting story. So head over to the library. It was called Twilight.
Ooh, I will have to go to the
Ooh,
Enchanted
I
Quill to
love
get
that
this
time
book.
of day.
Twilight
It's a
is
beautiful
very
time.
pretty. I have to go to the Enchanted Quill and talk to the bookkeeper there and see if they have it, because that sounds very delightful.
And she's going to run to the back and start making you all this tea that she gave Ruen. And each of you are going to get a little different colored cup. There's going to be a pastel yellow, a pastel like green, and a pastel blue. And she's just going to give them to you.
Sheila
And
goes for the green because she loves green.
I hope you enjoy.
Thank
Always,
you.
always enjoy the tea here. Always, always.
Do you have any honey?
Ooh,
Right here, sweetie.
yes.
I have a bit of
Oh,
a ooh,
She's
very smooth.
Oh.
Professor has a bit of a sweet tooth.
oh, yeah, you know I got you, sugar honey, and let me and honey.
And she's just gonna kind of run to the back and pulls out this
She,
ginormous jar, and it's not normal honey colored. It's like a red color to it, and she's gonna swirl this little honey spoon thing. I don't know what they're called.
Honey dipper.
Honey dipper, and she's going to pour a lot into your teacup.
you want,
And then
you
bring
want
it right
some,
back.
You want some tea with that honey there, Professor?
Thank you. It really brings out the flavor, I'm sure.
It's Schnickelbum flavor. You guys were talking about it, so I thought you might enjoy it.
Is it Schnickelbaum honey?
Yeah, Schnickelbum honey.
Bum honey.
Oh, is that
Uh-huh.
new? Did you just get it in?
Uh-huh.
Can I have a little bit?
Uh-huh.
And she's gonna do the same process again and get you some Schnickelbum honey and give it to you.
That's delicious. This might be my new favorite. You've outdone yourself here.
I'm so glad you like it.
Such a versatile fruit, vegetable, whatever it is. I don't know if we've established.
Such a versatile vegetable.
I don't know what happened in the past couple weeks, but there's been a real big upsell in them. And the druids down at the farm to the south have started making them, like, there's a lot.
I mean,
Wow.
I
It's
can't
Schnickelbum
complain.
season.
I love Schnickelbums.
Hopefully
I'm
you
starting to
your
like
tea.
tickle bums.
Nah, oh, tickle. Oh.
And she's gonna just
Is
turn
that-
red.
That's a Sheila. That's a different fruit.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Whatever this is, it's delicious.
I think tickle bums hang from. Yep, no, I'm not going there.
Landra, you silly goose.
Is there anything else I could get you?
I think Sheila wanted some pita and cheese.
Yes, please.
Yeah, a small meal or something. Do you have any like biscuits or scones or anything?
Oh yeah, I've got plenty of those. That'll be 2 silver from each of you.
And she's gonna go to the back, and you kind of hear like rummaging around. It's almost like a kitchen in the back. And a few moments later, she's gonna come out with a plate of scones for you, Friedrich, and hand those to you, or put them on a table for you.
I will be right back with those. It takes a little bit longer to make those, but I'll be right back.
Hey.
I got
she's
a
gonna
dumb
disappear in the
question
back.
for the DM.
Yeah,
How many silver pieces to a gold?
10 to 1 gold.
Oh, there's the math right there. Thank you.
Perfect.
Got you. And then on your table,
Yay!
you guys will see a menu of all the teas she offers.
Does she sell loose leaf or tea bags like to go?
She doesn't have them on the menu, but I'm sure you could ask her.
Is there anything on the menu that would help you get a good night's sleep?
There's one called the Dreamweaver's Delight, and drinking this tea allows the character to have vivid and meaningful dreams.
I made up. Lucid
made up.
dreaming?
Kinda,
I want
yeah.
one of those.
It's 40 gold pieces to, like,
Whew.
That is that's above my pay grade.
I'm fine.
for that
for
specific
now.
tea, she charges 40
For a cup?
for a cup.
That's some LS.
Yeah,
right
I'm
there.
fine with
That's some,
dreamless nights.
some LST.
LST.
But it is called the Dreamweaver's Delight. So besides her normal tea, if you're looking for something that has like a lot of effect to it, her fancy teas are very expensive.
Yeah, Friedrich's a teacher. He can't afford that.
But there is a tea that is 1 gold piece, and it's an enchanting aroma, and it allows you a sense of peace and harmony.
That sounds good. I'd like to ask if she has that in like a tea bag.
She is currently in the back right now.
When she comes back out, yeah. What did you
did
call
that-
it?
Oh, sorry.
I'm eating a scone because that's all that that's all that Ruen can think about right now. It's drunken food.
It's the tea that I was just talking about is a celestial harmony.
Harmony. Okay.
And while you guys are sitting there waiting, there actually is going to be a guy in the corner just sipping on his tea. He's got a little like pastel purple cup, and he's got little cards in his hand. And he's very old. He's a human, leathery skin. And he's playing with a deck with unfamiliar symbols on them, all associated with different colors. Do you guys say anything to him, or you just guys take note?
He's just in the corner of the. Do I recognize him?
Would you have ever gone to Bloodstone's Curiosities before?
I don't know. Perhaps, but Friedrich wouldn't want people to know he had been there.
So, Bloodstone Curiosities is a place that sells very unsettling antiques. Would any of you guys ever been there?
I wouldn't have, no.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, so he's just an old man. Dark skin, human, old, playing with cards.
If Ruen was sober, he might. But he's trying his best to be like to focus on the tea and now the scone that is in his mouth.
So Velphie, being a regular there, is going to notice him. And she's going to walk up to him and say, "Hey, I have never noticed you here before. I'm Velphie."
Oh, hello, ma'am. How are you? I'm just playing with my cards and drinking my tea. I really like Calandra here.
I'm doing well. I love this place too. And if I'm being a nuisance, if you just want some peace and quiet, just let me know and I'll back away. But I was just kind of curious about your cards.
Do you want to play?
What kind of game is it?
Game?
Not that kind of game. So
Roll initiative.
I'm really good at guessing things. So if you
And he's going to slide 4 cards to you.
if you can place these in front of me and I do not guess them correctly, I could teach you something.
Oh, okay. I'm down. I'll play.
From Sheila's
Excited.
background, would I recognize these cards at all?
These are his.
Oh, okay.
So at least that's what you could assume because you've never seen him before.
Okay.
Could I keep an eye on him to make sure that he's not like cheating in some way?
Yeah, of course. Give me an insight check.
Yeah.
I also just want to see, is he wearing an order pin?
No. He is not a part of the order.
Perception. That was a 15 for perception.
He
Or
doesn't-
insight. Sorry, you said insight.
Yeah, he doesn't seem
That's
like he'd be a
that's a
cheater.
13.
He's just really good at guessing cards.
Awesome. Well, my name's Victor, by the way. What is your name?
Velphie.
Velphie. It's nice to meet you, Velphie. Yeah,
Nice
I
to
really
meet you.
enjoy this kind of stuff. So what you need to do is you just shuffle them and then place them down in a specific order. And then I'll see if we guess it right.
Okay. So she takes the cards and she shuffles them around. And then I'm assuming she looks to see like which ones are in
Uh-huh.
each. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So she notes which cards are which and lays them down on the table right in front of them. She says,
So
"All right, take a
give-
guess."
Give me a sleight of hand 4 times.
Okay. Sleight of hand. Okay, that's a 10. 13. 18. 5.
Okay. All right, so you place them in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just going to stare at the cards for a second. This one is red. The very first one.
Mm-hmm.
And if you'll flip it over,
Okay. Flips it.
it actually is the red card with this weird symbol on it.
Ha! Got it. I ain't lost my talent yet. All right, flip the next one.
Before you flip it, he's going to say black. You flip it, and it is a black card.
Okay.
2 out of 2. I'm still rocking it. All right. Green.
And flip it over.
It is red.
Oof.
Oh! And he's just going to stare at you for a second.
Oh. Okay. All right. I failed. All right.
Wait, we still got
We
one
st-
more.
we still have one more. We still have one more. We still have one more.
All right. And then I flip over the next one.
And before you do, he's going to say
Oh,
blue.
yeah, sorry.
Blue.
All right, flip it over.
And it's blue.
See? See, you got it. You still
I
got
still got it. I still
Yeah.
got it. I got 3 out of 4. So I'm
4.
not doing too bad. I'm not doing too bad.
Bad, yeah.
Practice your shuffling, and I'll teach you something that'll never allow you to lose the cards again.
Ooh,
I'm
okay.
pretty good at it. I like cards. I like cards.
Yeah, I'm not like I don't think I've played too many card games in my time. I used to play them with my parents, but you know, they're long gone now. So, yeah, this is kind of nice.
Yeah. If you ever want to play cards, I usually come here on my lunch break.
Okay. Noted. I'm here all the time, so I'm sure we'll bump into each other again.
Perfect. I'd love to play cards again. Thank you for playing with me.
Of course. And then I'm gonna
Ruen, you would not have noticed that he cheated or anything. He just really wanted to play cards.
Back to the tea.
pee.
And
Ooh.
while this is happening, the pita chips and cheese are going to come out.
I tried to do this the best I could, so I really hope you like it.
Thank you. And Shiela just looks down, like super happy, and just like starts digging in, doing the butt wiggle.
Velphie,
And that's how
did
you
you beat
know.
Victor? Did you beat Victor at cards?
I think was that a win?
Close.
I almost did. Almost did. He got 3 out of 4.
Well, he usually gets 4 out of 4, so you kind of one-upped him there. He always claims to be
I'm
able
not
to
so-
teach people a card trick that allow them to never lose at cards, but I'm not 100% certain how it works.
You know, neither am I. He didn't teach me.
Maybe he'll teach you next time.
Maybe.
And she's going to walk over to Victor.
Victor, you okay? You want any more tea? No, I'm good. But thank you. I'll order something next time. I'm still eating and drinking. I'm good. Thank you. Well, enjoy your time with your cards.
You. So with Shiela eating and having drank the tea, is she kind of getting to the sober point? So perfect. So I've sobered up. How?
How you
I-
feeling,
I-
Sheila?
I'm feeling good. Hi.
Good.
I feel like I've probably still got a little bit more time on the old, not as drunk, but definitely heavily buzzed, I would assume.
We'll say it knocked it down to like 30 more minutes.
Oh, okay.
These nachos are delectable.
Nacho.
Yeah. Nachos and
delicious.
scones.
Is there any better combination?
If there is, I've never had it.
Well, you know what? We should make it our mission to find out.
I
Just
agree.
saying.
I love
Is
food.
that our mission before the mission before the mission, or is that our mission before the mission after the mission?
After the mission.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
when we open the door, there's nachos inside.
Oh my god!
Well,
That's
I
what
can
we're
just
bringing.
tell the order how to make nachos.
Maybe it's a
We
recipe.
don't have to go. But I want to go.
No, we gotta go. I want to see this library.
I'm very curious if there's a library involved.
Me too.
Libraries
especially-
need secrets.
Yeah, they said that the people who lived there must have been really intelligent, so that kind of goes to say what kind of books they found there.
I have heard that collecting books and reading books are two different hobbies.
That is
That-
quite
that-
true. I mean, take Sammy.
I could
Wow,
call
that is incredibly astute, Astute's a word,
Wow.
right?
Sure is. Very astute of you to use astute.
Astute. Astute.
Oh,
I did not.
Professor. Oh, goodness.
Professor,
I
you
would
don't
like-
claim that to ladies. You keep that to yourself.
It's just a funny word. You know when you say a word like several times in a row and it starts to sound weird? Like quarter.
What's a
You know
quarter?
how some people say the
Order.
word
Order.
B-O-T-H? It bothers me.
Wait, which word?
B-O-T-H?
Both?
Why do you add an L?
Both?
Both. I was about to say
Both.
both. So
Boff? Yeah. I was like, I couldn't even. I was like,
I took a bath
B-O-T-H.
this morning.
What are you even?
Oh. But okay. Should we go prepare?
I mean, this is a lovely meal. I wanted to stop by a store of, with maybe some type of magical supply or something.
I could restock on some arrows and possibly see about some
Yeah,
new
that-
spells.
that sounds interesting.
I'm
'cause-
always down to learn some new stuff. So let's go see what we can find.
Where would you guys like to go?
Yes, I put my gold or give her my gold piece and get my change back.
I leave a full gold piece on the table because she got me less drunk. So
I'll do the same.
Oh, thank you,
Same.
dearies. I hope to see you again soon. Y'all be safe.
Bye, Kalandra.
Bye. If you see on here, tell him hi.
I will.
And by the way, you have
So
no
Velphie,
idea
is
what
that
on
your
here
new
looks
husband?
like.
That's I just assumed it. I was like, yep.
Yeah, none of you have
one of
ever
those,
heard on here.
you know my son. Yeah, I know your son. Yeah, yep. Okay.
What was his name again?
On here.
On tier.
And how that is spelled. Let's see. Let me pull it back up. And it's spelled Andeher. Andir. But you will know from her description he has horns.
Ha.
But she was a human, right? Did she have
Nothing.
horns?
Oh, we got some little. Okay, Kalandra.
Okay.
In my
Robert,
well-detailed
this is
notes,
strange.
it says, "On here has horns and a face."
Some good descriptions. If I'd like to stock up on some arrows, where could I get those at?
So let's see. Arrows, the pointy end.
Thank
The
you.
pointy end. I love it.
All right, fam. If we could, I'd like to make our way towards the pointy end, the shop. I saw the looks y'all were gonna give me. Just because I
Lead the
wanted
way.
to. All right, let's go.
Ooh, the pointy end.
So the pointy end is on the other side of town. So the east side, like closer towards where the bar is. And it's got this big metal elk's head on the top of the store. with a pointy end written under it and a pointy end poking into the statue's head.
So would this be like a general like blacksmith type of thing, or is it more geared towards like archery and stuff like that?
It is a basic weapons store.
Okay.
So I make my way to the counter because I want to talk to the shopkeep about buying 5 more arrows for my crossbow.
So you're going to see a very burly, dwarven, barbarian-looking guy. And, like, he's built, like, he's got, like, lat syndrome going on big time. And, like, yeah, so he kind of stands like this because of how big he is. Like, he's very burly, and he is not wearing a shirt, and he has no desire to put one on. And you can see the veins popping out of his arms. So this man is stacked. Like, he would look like he was on steroids. He's very short, black hair, really long black beard, and like these crystal blue eyes. And what do you want?
Hi, I'm Shiela. We haven't met yet, but don't worry.
Why?
You'll love me eventually.
Oh, okay. I feel like that's a little assumptuous. That's a word. That's a word. And he's gonna look over at Professor Friedrich.
Sure.
You just look
sure do,
smart.
guy.
Spectacles. Sorry. All right. What do we need?
I would like to buy 5 of your finest arrows.
Perfect. Are we looking for a bow or are we looking for a crossbow?
Crossbow, please.
Cool. You'll look and see on the far right hand side of the store. You'll see some crossbow bolts over there. Common ones are going to be a gold piece each. If you want better than that, well, of course, it gets a little bit more expensive.
I think common should work just fine for now. Thanks.
Cool.
Toots.
So 5 gold pieces for 5 of them.
And I slap my 5 gold pieces on the floor or on the counter.
Perfect. Go select your 5.
Thank you.
I'm not real picky about which ones to grab. Make sure they're in the
Be
1 gold
respectful.
piece place thing. Yeah, over there. Pointy thingies over there. Can I help any of the other party members? What do you guys need anything?
I'm just
more
sort
of
of
a-
browsing,
support.
looking around.
More of a
Yeah, you don't
poet.
look like the type. What was that, horny?
Well, there's no need to be so
That's
forward.
How did you know?
presumptuous.
Oh, she gets horny and I get weirdo. Thanks.
I didn't actually call you anything, but okay, weirdo's now gonna stick. All right, so horny, you don't need anything.
No, I'm good, thank you.
All right, and he's gonna look at Ruen, and like he basically comes up to your knees, Ruen. All right, kneecaps, what you need? Don't look down on me.
It's hard not to.
I guess I asked for that. What do you want? You buying?
Nah. You have a good day there, top shelf.
I
walk
just got
out.
called top shelf. Does that mean I'm tall? I'm tall for my age.
I think that means you're the best brand of liquor.
Oh, I got my eye on you, tall man. Let's go.
Liquor? I hardly know her.
Oh,
Hey!
I was waiting for it.
The nickname fits.
rubber
What
buns
is
and liquor.
there?
And he's just gonna go back to his little area and start making some more crossbow bolts.
I think that was on the menu at Enchanty.
Rubber buns and liquor? I haven't been there in a while. Apparently, I need to go.
Well, you should go check it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll have to talk to Calandra.
Running into Enchanty. I want the rubber buns and liquor. What?
Well, bye, y'all.
I
Be
got my
safe.
crossbow. Bye.
Bye, top shelf.
Bye, horny.
I'm not even gonna acknowledge top shelf as I walk out because I
Me
don't want to call
neither.
names.
And as I'm as I'm walking up the doors, like, I'm calling him that because he's short, right? not!
I look at Ruen and be like, were you and I looking at the same dude? Like, what? What?
Are you? So you're looking at me and like looking at my like belt? Is that?
It's a very nice belt.
It is a nice belt.
You can call him Belty.
I was thinking Stretch, but I like Belty.
Stretch is also a good one.
No, Belty. Why do we all have nicknames? I don't know.
I have
Where
no
are we
idea.
going, Professor?
You got your bolts.
I do, yes.
What's nearby the pointy end that anyone might need to go to?
Did you
I
say
look around.
Like the potion shop was near the east side, or was that over on the west side as well?
That would have been not too terribly far from Enchanty.
Oh.
But over here, there is something called the Veiled Gaze
Ooh.
that might have some potions.
What do they sell? Or what kind of establishment is that?
Would any of you have gone into a place that sells things that are a little creepy?
Are they magical?
They would be magical.
I feel like Ruen might have gone to look at things that are a little in the occult variety.
I'd say Velphie would as well, just like with coming across a bunch of different things as she just reads and reads. She might pop into some of these places and see if she finds anything that is what she's reading about.
Yeah, do they have like books or scrolls or anything?
Yeah, so at the Veiled Gaze, she would be selling like kinds of masks, tomes, and there is rumor that if you pay her well enough, she will give you hidden knowledge.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I would have been there, but I probably wouldn't have paid her.
That
Gets it for free?
Okay, so we're gonna go to the Veiled Gaze.
Yes, please.
Sounds like a plan.
Would sorry,
Shopping day!
would
Shopping
we know
episode!
how much it would cost for that hidden knowledge since it's a rumor, or do we have to go there to find out? Does it vary?
You would, from the rumors, it would be really expensive. So like this would be something that's a little out of y'all's price range for the current moment.
Okay.
You haven't seen my persuasion modifier.
Oh, I mean, you could always persuade her to knock her prices down.
It's a +2.
I got a +5, so I might just try.
While we're
You do the talking, Velphie.
walking, Ruen is probably trying to find a bathroom. Mainly because I need to go to the bathroom.
Well, you guys are probably you guys are ooh. You guys are close to the bar, like not too terribly far from each other if you needed to pop in to use the restroom.
Yeah. He's gonna pop in there on the way to the Veiled Gaze. And I'll be right back. Hey, I need to use your bathroom.
You got it.
Hi, Timble.
Oh, hi. Would you like a screw up?
There's a gnat, sorry.
In the bar?
Yeah, you didn't see it. It was just flying around everywhere and I missed. I'm not very dexterous. I'm too short.
Hi, Timble. I'm
Hi.
back.
We're not getting any more fuck ups, right?
Nope. I'm gonna
Okay.
take some water.
Cut
Perfect.
off.
He's gonna pass you a
You ain't
water.
my supervisor.
And while you guys are in here, you're actually gonna see like an orc in the corner. Very burly barbarian again. You guys have ran into a lot of barbarians today. And he's just arm wrestling people.
Ha! I got you again.
And then there is 4 other barbarians, and they look very related. They look very related, like brother, sister, quadruplet thing. And they're actually playing tug of war with people, like an epic tug of war.
Well, I guess I gotta go add more of the bar juice.
And you're gonna see Timble pick up like his bar mat and like dump it in the middle of the floor where they're playing tug of war, and then come back. And it's actually getting very crowded at this point. There's a lot of people in here.
There's a tug of war thing going on?
There is a tug of war thing going on right now.
Oh.
With 4 quadruplet barbarians squealing at each other. It's great. All right, so where are you guys going?
I think we were heading over to the Veiled Gaze because I don't really care about people playing tug of war in the bar. I've had my fill of the bar today, I think.
Okay, so we're heading over to the Veiled Gaze.
Okay.
All right, so for anybody who has been in, you guys know the owner is Seraphina Blackthorn. And again, all the buildings in this area look very similar on the outside. There's not a whole lot to tell them apart besides maybe a few signs or like a few mounted things on the walls. But this one is specifically very mundane. Like the windows look like shut. It is very dark and it almost looks like it's not even open. But for any of you who have been in here, you know that that's what it normally looks like and you are more than welcome to just walk in. There's not even an open sign in the window.
I walk in.
I also walk in. I muted my mic and couldn't figure out how to unmute it.
I follow suit.
Pulls up the rest of the gang just behind him.
So as you guys walk in, there is this elvish looking woman behind a counter and she looks like to be sorting things away, potions and books and things of that nature. This is Seraphina Blackthorn, and she looks very ageless and very mysterious. And her hair is this platinum blonde color to where it almost looks white. And she's got her back turned towards you.
Shiela touches something like on a shelf and makes like a clang noise.
Hello, dearie. What can I do for you?
Sorry.
Oh, you're okay. Just trying to determine what you were in the store for today. And she's still putting things away. Almost like she's got eyes in the back of her head.
Hello.
Windows 98.
Yeah.
She's gonna turn around and just stare at the 4 of you. She's got piercing green eyes, very heavy black eyeliner, this peachy looking like gloss on her lips. She's very pretty. Are we in town for something specific? Or did we just want to...
I guess I'm just here to look around. I think the professor mentioned needing something.
Feel free to browse. I hope you enjoy our inventory.
Thank you. Actually, and then Velphie's gonna lean in kind of close. She's gonna say, I heard for the right price, I could learn something very interesting. I was just curious to see what that price might be.
Roll a persuasion check.
$18.
For the right price. However, make sure not to repeat that rumor to anyone else. Prefer not to have my personal wares out on display, if you know what I mean.
You got it. Secret safe with me, locked in this noggin.
Depends on what information you want to know, how dark you want to get. The price gets
Alright.
higher depending on what kind of information you're looking for.
Thank you. That answered my questions, and I can't afford it right now. But I will hopefully be back.
Come
Just
back
gonna-
and see me
Just
when
gonna
you...
take a little loop around the store. Thank you.
Yes. Come back and see me whenever you gain the riches to afford it.
Will do.
So does she have like just, like shelves of things to look at, or is it?
Yeah, so she's got shelves in the store, and like there's some masks that you can see, some books. There's this relic looking thing that looks like a half cross, half of it's bent this way relic thing that makes no sense other than the fact that it is on her shelf. But other than that, very mundane. She has some potions for sale, like very generic health potions. She has some like fancy salt on one shelf and candles, and very occulty feeling in here.
So what would the what would the price be for, say, 2 of your potions of healing? Because we have a mission that we're going on tomorrow, and dying is kind of the opposite of what we want to do.
Well, dying can be very interesting, depending on how you die. But
Yeah.
if you're not wanting to do that just yet, it's 50 gold pieces per healing potion. But if you buy 2, I can charge 80.
I'm gonna get back to you.
Also, if you ever find anything out of the ordinary that you would wish to sell, not a bad idea to talk to your, what's the word? Creepier shopkeeper.
Keep that in mind.
Is there anything else that I can help?
And
Yes, sir.
I think Ruen just kind of makes his way out and probably looks for some place to go to bed.
Yeah. At this time, like it's getting close to sunset.
I'm gonna go to the counter and quietly sort of lean in. So, ma'am, I've recently taken a somewhat personal and professional interest in the necromantic arts. Do you have anything that would be of particular interest to someone studying such things?
I do not time being, but I can look around for you. For a price.
You will look for a price?
That I can look around for you. For a price. As in, you pay me and I'll check.
And what would you feel is a fair price?
10 gold pieces. And I'll ask around. See what illegal substances I might can get.
Is necromancy illegal?
No, but it's not something you want to discuss in the open, correct?
10 gold is a fair price for curiosity. And I hand her 10 gold pieces.
Perfect. I will head to the underground sometime soon, see what I can find, and then report back to you. Maybe I can find a book of your tastes.
I look forward to hearing you. We'll be out of town for about a week or so. And check back then, but I understand it takes time.
That should be enough time for me.
And I say, sort of like, obviously louder, thank you. for all your help. Have a great evening.
And very quietly, she's going to respond back to you as you're leaving. Don't let the knowledge of the dead be your undoing, Professor.
Hear it, but I just keep walking.
She's just going to grin.
Follow the
Creepy
professor out.
shop.
Have we all just like left the shop?
Up to you. Are you guys in there or not?
I
follow Velphie out.
yeah, I left the professor.
And Ruen had already left.
Well, that was my stop, and I don't know what to make of that. But does anyone else need anything else? It's about sundown.
No, I think I'm good. Velphie, do you mind if I bunk with you for the night? That way we can get an early start.
Sure. I'd be
Yay.
more than happy to.
Sleep over.
Sleep
Would we
over.
now would we have to get rooms if we don't already have them, or is like staying at the barracks a thing that you could do, or is it like
So you guys all have your own place to stay in the city. Friedrich would have like his own apartment for being a teacher and things like that. Velphie would have a school dormitory. You could probably sleep in the barracks or the cathedral down the road if you would wish. And I'll let Shiela decide if she wants to say where she stays.
I just figured I'd stay with Velphie. That way we can get an early start. We don't have to worry about regrouping in the morning.
I think Ruen would probably cathedral and stay there for the evening.
So we meet at the gates at right before daybreak.
Yeah, that sounds great to me.
Sounds like a plan.
Hope you all have a
Sounds
very
good.
restful evening.
You as
Good night.
well, Professor. Good night.
Good night.
Ta.
Why?
Is there anything you guys would like to do before you retire for the evening?
Professor dons his nightcap, which is like a little triangular Scrooge-looking nightcap, striped pajamas, and he goes full out honk shoe sleep for the night.
I think Ruen is like barely gets out of his armor and is just face down on the bed or cot or whatever it is.
I'd say you have a bed there.
So, at the dorm, I don't have like a second bed, but I can throw down some pillows for you, or you can take my bed if you want that.
No. I just need a pillow and a blanket, and I can make myself comfortable on the floor. I'm definitely used to sleeping in worse.
Alrighty, okay. So I hand you pillows and stuff.
And I just make up a little bed on the floor at the foot of the bed of Velphie.
And with that, you all get a long, peaceful rest.
Yay.
I know we're good, but I just like
Sounds
to click the long rest button. It's satisfying.
Yeah, the long rest button is really satisfying.
Yeah, it's
Hold
like
up,
plugging your
there's-
phone in when it's on 1%. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you all will, in the morning, feel your little buzzer go off, your little pin. It starts to vibrate at about 5 o'clock in the morning, almost like an alarm clock.
late start for Friedrich. He's an old
He's
man,
dark.
so he gets up at like 3.
He's already been to breakfast. What are you talking about?
Wake Sheila up. She just quietly gets up, puts on her shoes, folds up her blanket, places it on top of the pillow at the foot of the bed.
You see Velphie, she didn't like fully feel it. There's a little spit coming out of her mouth. She's like, her hair is just all over the place. She's just a little conked out.
Sheila just kind of like wiggles her foot a little bit, being like, Velphie. time to
Yeah.
go."
Yeah. What? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm good. I got it.
Yeah? Yeah? Okay, you're up.
I'm up. I promise.
I'm
And
good, I'm good.
she just kind of like, she goes like this, like she's sitting on her bed for like a split second, and then she gets up and gets ready, packs up her bag, throws her loot over her shoulder, and I guess follows Sheila out.
Yeah. And we head our way to the stables, right? Is that where we're meeting, Friedrich? Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
There are four
Cool.
lovely
Seems
little
like
beasts
it.
waiting to meet you.
Jericho.
Beatrice, old girl.
Lucky you didn't die.
And I just pull out a perfectly crisp Fuji apple for Jericho, and I hand it to him and be like, here you go, buddy.
Oh, I should get some apples.
He's
They're the
very
best ones,
excited.
too. They're very juicy.
Straya, seeing that Jericho got an apple, is just gonna look at Velphie.
I'm sorry, Jericho.
Can I
don't have
pull an extra apple out of my bag and toss it to Velphie?
Give me a dex check. Or let's
Oh,
see, a
God.
sleight of hand. Give me a sleight of hand on that one.
Which is dicks. I got 19!
Nice!
That's
You throw it
hard.
perfectly! Velphie, do you catch it? Give me a
Ooh.
sleight of hand check. Or is it gonna hit Straya in the
Yeah.
face?
Does the horse just catch it?
That is a nat 20, so 23.
Air 5.
Yeah, you catch it perfectly. And Straya's
Matrix move.
So I just like, I do a little twirl and I catch it behind my back and I'm like, yeah, thank you for the apple. All right, Straya, I got an apple for you. So like, I give her the apple.
and she munches on that thing real quick. She is very excited. And she's almost gonna look at Jericho like, I got one too.
Seeing all these fun interactions and animal bonding, Friedrich's gonna pull out some paper, some old scrap paper from his backpack, and try to feed to Beatrice.
Give me an animal handling check. See if she's in the mood for paper today.
She's a goat. 8.
She is going to look over at where Straya and Jericho are and just give you the biggest pouty eyes that you have ever seen Beatrice give you. Almost as if saying, I don't want scratch sheets of paper with your quill marks on it.
Do I have anything else in my bag?
I'd say a stable hand is going to notice all this happening. Professor, do you need an apple? Did you not bring any?
I'm sorry, I didn't see you standing there. No, I don't keep apples on me. Do you have any?
Let me go get one for you. And he's gonna run off. Like, he's an old stable hand, and he comes back with like this pretty little red apple.
She treats you really nice. Maybe you should treat her well back.
He bugged me off last time. We're in a bit of a rough spot right now.
Well, I was here and it looked like you were drunk.
You fell off, Professor.
To be
I
fair,
think you
it felt
bucked
like the
yourself
world
off,
bugged me
buddy.
off.
No, you had a fuck up, not a buck off.
Here.
Yep, he had a fuck up and then he got bucked off.
So you fucked up then.
Yep.
I sort of breathe on the apple, wipe it on my coat, feed it to Beatrice.
She chews it very slowly. She's old. And she just goes and just stares at you.
I bet she's the cutest goat ever.
There's no way to say this. I mount her.
Digging.
But we're leaving, right?
Yep. I get Jericho saddled up. Once again, it is a gorgeous English style saddle, so there's no horn. It's a sleek black leather with one saddlebag on each side, one on the left, one on the right. And I make my way, put my left foot in the stirrup, swing my right leg around.
He's gonna, like, once you get in the saddle, nuzzle your leg a little bit, like reach around, and then he knows where to go. The back foot's just gonna for a second, and he's gonna walk out.
Oh boy. Yeah, let's go. Doo-doo.
So, Velphie, having a better handle of what's happening, is gonna saddle up her horse, saddle Straya up, and just kind of do her best to get back over nice and smooth again, and head out, following Shiela.
Straya's gonna stick her tongue out real fast and just hold it.
I'm just gonna push it right back in.
She looks very happy with that and walks out.
And I'm going to, since everybody has started leaving, I'm going to very like sneakily pull an apple out of my pack, so somebody didn't, or hopefully didn't really see me be nice to the horse. But I'm going to like hand the apple to Lucky and just be like, I didn't forget you.
He's just gonna like basically swallow the whole thing whole.
You keep me from being dead.
Good pony.
And I climb on and ride out.
So as you guys are heading out, it's the same way as last time. There's a crowd that is starting to kind of circle around where all the Reapers are joining. And this is like, you guys will notice that this is something that the civilians do every morning when the Reapers leave. It's almost like a tradition. And some people enjoy it. Other people are just like, well, I wonder who's going to come back. So you hear, what do you think they're going to do today? That horse is missing a lot of hair, man.
Ooh, that lady's hair is beautiful as a ruby. Do you see it? Do you see it?
How many do you think are going to die this time? They're dwindling pretty quickly. I think there's like 20 less than last week. And they're just all kind of like mumbling to themselves. And all sorts of beings are here, from old to young, different types of races. Like you guys can see halflings, gnomes, dragonborn, humans, elves, dwarves. Like a lot of civilians come and watch the Reapers leave. But as soon as the sun is peaked, the gate to Sydonea is going to lift open. And all of the Reapers that you guys are currently packed with start to file through.
Now, do like Reapers leave kind of like, you don't all leave on a particular day? It's like, you know, it could be, they could leave tomorrow, some could leave tomorrow, and this, that.
Like staggered.
Okay.
Yeah, so they leave staggered. But
Okay.
The Reapers who have a mission for today all leave at this time.
Okay.
Like they all leave
And all
as
from
soon.
here.
Mm-hmm, and all from here. There's one gate to get into Sydonea, and that's it. And they all leave at sunrise. As soon as that sun peaks over, the gate opens and allows them in. And as soon as they pass through, it shuts. And as soon as you guys pass through the light blue wall that is the sphere that encases Sydonea, your pin's gonna vibrate. Not like a phone call, but it's just gonna vibrate.
When you leave the barrier, it vibrates.
Would we know what that vibration is? Is it like a...
You will know that it happens as soon as you walk in and as soon as you leave. If you want to give me an investigation check.
Yeah, I will most happily give you an investigation check and probably roll terribly because that's the way it's been. Nope, never mind. That's a 22.
Yeah, so you know that in order to leave this city, you have to have a pin on. In order to leave and to get in, that is your
So
like,
it would
ticket.
okay. So it would be leave and enter is you need. So would I have an idea that if somebody got hold of a pin,
They could
they
possibly
could
get
make
in.
their way. They could possibly get into the city if they weren't supposed to be there.
Yes. But as far as you know, and as far as everybody in this party knows, this is all that's left.
This, what do you mean this?
Sydonea is all that's left.
Oh,
As far as y'all know, this is all that's left. The virus took out everything else. But
About how many other order members do I see leaving right now?
probably about 20. And they're all in their own little circles, so they kind of have like their little cliques that they're walking out with.
20 groups or 20 total people?
20 total people.
Oh, so just a handful of groups then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so since everybody leaves staggered, and they have mentioned that a lot of Reapers have not been coming back. So y'all's numbers are dwindling pretty quickly. But with a 23 investigation check, you will know that this pin also checks your vitals whenever you enter and whenever you leave. And if you're infected, you can't get back in.
I would like be kind of relaying that to the group, just kind of maybe absent-mindedly being like, yeah, it's kind of weird that blah, mouth words.
You all would know that
Mouthwords?
as well.
So I'm gonna look over to my left and my left. Who do I know who's on my left? Do
Give
I
me a
see them?
perception check.
17.
You will recognize this person as this circle, as the Dragonborn and the pretty lady with the blonde hair and violet eyes that you met in the one shot.
Okay. So he was not very nice. So I'm gonna kind of just look the other way and make my way through the gate. But I kind of want to keep an eye on what direction they go.
Okay. So with that perception check, you will notice that they start to go west.
Okay. Perfect. So do we know which direction we want to go? Do we want to loop the long way around the city, or do we want to cut straight through and head towards the mansion?
And given our limited rations and time we expect to take there, I would be in favor of the most direct route.
yeah.
I agree.
I think most direct is the most direct.
Directly.
Directly.
And just
Very
knowledge, would
directly.
we have any idea of like campsites or cabins on this route?
Not on this route specifically, but you will know it's been raining the past couple weeks, so it's going to be very wet.
Okay.
Is it a
Moist.
main road?
Yay.
Oh,
It's not necessarily a main road, but like it's been walked. You can see a path.
What's the weather like? What's the wind speed? What's the humidity?
The weather today is very nice. Yesterday was the first day it's been sunny in a while, and today is pretty nice as well.
Lovely day to travel. Are we ready?
I think so.
Yeah, well,
carry on.
get done.
Let's
Let's
do it.
keep a kind of eye trained towards maybe where that giant cleric beast thing that we saw was,
Yeah, is it
so we
nearby?
can avoid.
That
we
would
can
have been
hope-
to the northeast.
Okay.
But do we know it stays there, or does it roam?
It definitely roams.
It's a big one.
As a big boy. He a chunky boy. I don't want to get stompy by the chunky.
No stomp a dance. Stomp a chunky.
But yeah, given the amount of rations that we have, probably direct would be the
So we should head
Right, yeah.
east.
to the east.
To the east.
To the east.
now, y'all.
All right, and as you guys head out, will somebody roll me a d20?
I will. 7.
A 7. Okay. Would somebody roll me a d6?
Okay.
I
That's a
see
one?
2 other. One. Uh-oh.
Who will Wheaton our dice?
Will Wheaton, fly.
All right, so with that, your day of travel is pretty to the point. Just keep walking. Nothing seems to be any different. It's a very nice day outside. It feels very nice. The horses seem to be having fun. No laid back ears. Streya's keeping her tongue in her mouth. And everything seems to be going very well for your first day of travel. Is there anything you'd like to do or discuss while you guys are traveling?
As we're traveling, if you're near Velphie, you'll kind of hear her start humming a little tune. So you'd hear and just kind of like under her breath, just, as we're long, and not want to be too loud, but that's what she's doing.
I would sort of enjoy, try to listen in, sway my head.
And I'm going to be kind of close behind Velphie and closely behind Velphie and Friedrich. Just kind of listening, kind of watching them, paying attention to everything, thinking. Just kind of a quiet journey amongst us. For me.
I feel like Ruen would be just kind of thinking about the fact that there is only one way in and out of Sydonea. Like, it just kind of seems it didn't really register before the last mission. Like, and he's like, there's one way in, one way out. Why would you only, if you have the bubble that's supposed to protect you, why would having one way in or out matter? And that's just like he's not directly sharing it, that's just a nice little headcanon that he's got going on.
Hey, Velphie.
Yepers.
How are you doing after your first mission?
You know, I'm doing good. You know, even though this was my first time watching someone die, I think, you know, there's something very therapeutic to me about kind of writing things out. So that's essentially what I did to kind of cope with what I saw. Especially with, you know, the werewolf one with the bubbling chest. That was a sight. You know, I was attacked with that dagger, which was, it hurt. It did. Yeah. But you know, it didn't diminish my wanting to go out. It inspired me more. You know, like, this is the path that I'm supposed to be on, and I want to say that's thanks to my parents.
Oh yeah?
Yes, they were in the order as well.
Oh.
But a couple years ago, they never made it back. One day.
I am so sorry. That is,
you know,
never
it's
easy.
you just kind of, you know, move on, and like I said, you just kind of write stuff out, and You just continue forward. You know?
I know. Yeah. You just kind of carry on my wayward son.
Exactly.
You're doing great.
Thank
and I
you.
kind of side-eye Friedrich to kind of see if he can pull back and if he's willing to have a word with me for a second.
I noticed that, yes. I'm sure I would. I'm observant, I think. Maybe not. My passive perception is dog water. 12.
I'd say you noticed.
Mine's not much better, buddy.
Okay. I notice.
Friedrich, how do you feel about having to take out one of our own? I don't like it. It doesn't sit right. It's like he didn't exist.
The not existing part is odd to me, but I do think it's sort of the
Now
ultimate.
remember, I was drunk during that conversation, so like the non-existent thing is subconscious for Shiela.
I think it's odd, but I also think it's a possibility that you accept when you enter this line of work.
I agree.
It could be any of us on the other side. And though he seemed indignant about it, he has likely done it himself.
It's just very rarely we have to take out one of our own. So, okay.
The thing about this virus is it doesn't seem to discriminate.
No, and I don't know much about it. Like, I can't find much literature on it other than it's a virus. It's been around for... Do we know how long the virus has been around?
The outbreak started 152 years ago.
152 years ago, so my entire lifetime, my people have known a time before the virus, but I don't know them.
As we know, we're all susceptible to it, and he definitely showed signs of it.
He did. Did we see any bite marks, though?
GM, did we?
Give me a history check.
Can I also roll the history check? Because I was very, very up close and personal with.
I'd say you get advantage.
Eavesdropping?
Do I get advantage?
Well, no, I mean.
No, I wouldn't.
No, but Ruen would.
11 from me.
That was history.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
A dirty 20.
Friedrich, you wouldn't remember, but Ruen, you would remember seeing one like on his torso because he didn't wear a shirt, and he had like a big chunk bitten out of his torso.
Yeah, I probably would have like overhearing them a little bit, been like, not his torso.
Okay.
It's difficult to recall because there was swords and axes being swung, and
Well, I was so far back and it was so dark. And then the man in the fox mask appeared and
yeah,
something just
know
doesn't
what to
feel
make-
right.
I don't know what to make of the fox dude. We never bothered to ask Vana about Mr. Foxman.
I don't
was
think they would have
certainly
told us
odd.
anything.
I think he was cute.
Yeah, Velphie. Get a girl.
I
Would you call him Foxy?
I would indeed. I would indeed. I don't know. There was just something like he smelled really good.
Yeah, he did. And that's weird, right?
And intoxicating.
You're right. And I just kind of let the subject go and we kind of just...
I mean, you're the one that showed him your body. Like,
I did. I just wanted to prove I wasn't bit. Like, I'll bet.
No, I respect it. I respect.
My point being is, once you're infected, you sort of cease to become a member of the order, and you just become a threat.
I know. I just wanted to touch base, make sure I was overthinking things again.
You know,
Trying to see the worst.
I think that would be something that I would struggle with is having to, having to kill someone that I've been with, like you guys.
I never worked closely with him, to my knowledge that I remember. But it's like killing one of your own. It's a community member. Just never gets easy.
I hope not, because that would mean something entirely different for me.
Velphie, we love you. You're not going anywhere.
I don't plan on it. Not until I sing some songs.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear the songs of our adventures from the great bard Velphie. One day we'll be drinking fuck ups and hearing it and going, hey, that's us.
I don't want to hear about fuck ups for at least 5 days.
I'm going to buy you one when we get back, big boy.
That's 5 days from now, so we're fine.
Oh.
I don't even recall paying for mine.
I don't think you did.
It was a free fuck up. A complimentary fuck up.
Remind me when we get back that I owe Tim some money.
Just walk in and be like, Tim, we fucked up.
The fuck up made me fuck up. Okay, now we have a game plan. We have to make it back. We owe Timvol money.
We owe people money. We have to make it back.
For Timvol!
Poor Timble!
For Timbo!
Huzzah.
Timvol, we don't know much about him. Like, what kind of music do you think he likes? I bet you it's polka.
Seems like a polka guy.
Yep.
Could see that.
He seems like a
read him.
Pokemon.
Because he's small? He's not a pocket monster.
He's a mon who likes polka. It was. You know what? You guys don't get my jokes.
It'll be a long journey.
You know what? You try carrying the conversation, Friedrich.
Would you like to talk about metatarsals?
We're gossiping about the town. Okay. Also, are we going to talk about that one chick from the Vale? Did she give anybody else the heebie-jeebies, or was it just me?
I mean, that's her vibe.
I would say
She's always kind of both Hebe and GB.
Yeah.
It was heeb to the jeeb. Absolutely.
I loved her makeup
It was
though.
a bit odd.
Oh my god, it was fantastic. Did you see her booty? She squats.
I did not.
She does not miss butt day.
But I have to return, so,
When you return, I'm gonna make sure to get her turned around for you. You're gonna love it. Breathtaking. Taketh awayeth. Shooketh.
I don't think I have much breath left in these old bones. Could be dangerous.
She will make you find bones you didn't know you had.
And then we can learn about them.
Yeah.
Yay, more bones.
Yes. Cover that in anatomy class. Specs.
That's a different class altogether. I think. I'm not sure.
It's medicine.
Yeah, it's a type of it. Yeah, it's true. That's fair. That is fair.
And you have to cure certain things from it.
Yes, unfortunately, those are very nasty. Speaking of virus outbreaks,
With
If there's one
that,
around campus again. Sorry.
you will start to see the sun is getting very low in the sky.
it's about
should
time.
find a place to do that camping thing.
Mm-hmm. Do I notice anything near the road or clearing?
Give me a perception check.
The 6. I'm going to stop rolling for the rest of the game.
Everything looks clear.
What do we see,
There-
gang?
Is there like a good spot that we could possibly set up camp for the evening?
Give me a perception check. Or a survival check.
Let's see which. I'm not sure which one is. They're both the same. That is a decent 14.
There's nothing really on the road. There's a few puddles and things like that, but you do notice there's a little like outcropping, a little not a meadow, but like a little hole where the trees kind of break that could be set up for a campsite.
I'll point out that place looks about as good as any to set up a small camp. We're not going to have a, cabin to
Have to
deal
fight
with.
for.
Yeah, that we're going to have to fight for this time around, but
Yeah, look,
All
I
the
agree.
better.
I think that looks good.
I'll start setting these crystals up.
We should probably
Yeah.
just all place a crystal and say the word.
place a crystal, say the word, and then set up camp would probably be the smartest way to do it.
Yep.
Heftide.
Fine.
And as you guys say the word and you guys get this set up, a blue sphere starts to encirculate this area you guys have claimed as your campsite. And it leaves a light blue hue to everything that's under it. It's almost like a nightlight.
If we start a fire, does the smoke get stuck in the orb, or does it go through it?
It'll go through.
Magic.
I
Okay.
was gonna say I don't know. Let's find out. And I use my fancy new spell that I got called Create Bonfire.
Ooh, nice! And this, did you create a space for it? Or is it just
Yeah.
like, okay,
yeah, I
we
would
got
have
the
like
space.
set up a space
And
too.
we just went, poof. So this thing just comes to life. Do you want to explain what your create bonfire magic looks like?
So, I feel like Ruen's not 100% sure where it came from, and he kind of just looks at the fire, or looks at the, like we had kind of set up, like the stuff to set a fire, and just kind of walks forward and almost just like flicks it, and it was like he's flicking a like tinder, and it just catches.
So you guys have a bonfire for this evening? You guys are all set up. Is there anything you want to do around the bonfire?
Can we hear things beyond the sphere?
Beyond the sphere, yes, but it's pretty quiet now. The sun has set. It is getting darker. You still have the like little bit of light from the sun just going below the line, and a little bit of moonlight starting to peek up on the other horizon. But you can hear like the sounds of night, so like cicadas and like a occasional owl.
Now, with these bubbles, it protects from everything outside. Like nothing can get in that's not the people that set the stones, or is it like if it's not infected, they could get in type of thing?
It will protect you from things that like anything pretty much. So
Okay.
if you have the order pin, you can get in and out. If you do not, they cannot get in. It's very
Okay.
similar to the sphere you guys have over Sydonea.
Okay.
However, if it breaks, if one of the crystals break, you would have to reset the foundation up again.
Okay.
In that case, I think I would just light my pipe and stand at the very inside edge of the sphere and just try to focus my eyes out into the woods. Just watch for a bit.
Give me a perception check.
I was literally going to say the exact same thing, minus the pipe.
Natural 20 for a total of 22.
Ooh. So you're going to see it. There is a shadow leaning against one of the trees. And it's just watching you right back.
Looks like a humanoid.
It's a humanoid.
How far away does it appear to be?
20 feet, 30 feet, but it's dark. But it's just standing there. It doesn't seem like it's harmful yet.
Does it seem familiar in any way?
Give me a history check.
Seven.
No. So the outline does not look familiar. It's almost like you're looking at a silhouette, even though you got really high on it. There's not really any details of how dark it is. You just know something's standing there watching.
With my 120 feet dark vision, can I see anything more, or am I still just seeing a black?
You would see a silhouette as well.
Well, I
silhouette
would
as
say,
well, okay.
did the professor relay
Yeah.
this to us, or is that?
I think I would. I'd be like, I think I would call Velphie over.
Yes, Professor.
There. That tree. You see it?
Velphie, she kind of squints her eyes. She looks out because I think I have dark vision as well, right?
Yeah, tiefling should have dark
Yes.
vision. I
Yeah.
would
I
think.
see. Do I need to make a
Since he
perception?
pointed it out, no.
Because he point. Okay. Yeah. I think looks like there's some kind of a figure out there.
Someone watching us.
Do you think it's in a hostile way?
From what I can tell, it doesn't appear to be. I wouldn't put it past the order to keep an eye on it.
Do you think it's Fox again?
Possibly.
Because
Do
he
you
does
remember
like
much
to
about
creep.
his demeanor? Does it look familiar to you?
That he would have want us to know he's here. It's not him.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I was a bit
I mean,
flashy.
he
We're gonna
was
sneak out
pretty pretty sneaky.
Yeah, we didn't. I feel like he would be the type of person, if he wanted to be known, he would make himself known, or if he wanted to be hidden, he would make sure that he was hidden.
I agree.
So
I agree.
I don't know.
I don't
like-
think it's cause for concern, but it's wanted to make sure my eyes weren't deceiving me.
But I don't see any crystals around. So if it is him, he's taking a big risk.
I will say, with how closely you analyze Fox, this thing's too short.
I think Fox was a little taller.
So is it like dark now?
Yes,
Like,
it's
while we're
getting
okay.
constantly darker.
Well, whatever or whoever it is, if it can get in here, it shouldn't be a threat. And if it can't, there we go.
I mean, if it can, all it needs to get in here is to not be infected and have a pin.
Which should make it an ally.
This time you're going to hear something collide with the back side of the sphere. Where you guys are staring, it's at the other side. Something hits the back of it.
I whip around.
Yeah, I would be whipping around too.
Nothing's there?
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
I am trying to think if I could sense anything from, but there's going to be no magic. No, I think I just whip around with the rest of the group and just stare.
From your right. Give me a perception check if you're trying to catch it.
17.
It's almost like this black
Samesies.
tendrily thing that smacks into the sphere, almost like a shadow is trying to break into your sphere. And it vanishes almost as quickly as it hit.
Would this be like something, like just one of these spooky things that we could potentially see out in the world? Like, is it just another, because I feel, Ruen, I think, would have gone on missions before. So would it just kind of,
For those of you who have been on missions before, this is
this
the
is
reason.
a bump in the night type of
This is one of the reasons for the sphere. Remember how they said make sure you have your sphere up before dark because of the shadows that come out to play? these are examples of the shadows that are trying to break their way into your sphere.
I would just relay that, like, this is just seems like it's your run-of-the-mill bump in the night type
Yeah.
situation.
As long as we have someone up for watch, we should be okay.
Have we witnessed this before in any other mission?
It's not as common, but you probably would. You, Friedrich, and you, Shiela, would as well. Velphie, this is going to be your first time experiencing it.
Okay. I mean, I gotta be honest.
Another one hits the front.
Velphie's gonna like flinch again. She's gonna say, "This is normal."
Yeah.
I mean, what's really normal anymore?
We really put you on an existential crisis, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's not uncommon.
It's not it's not a regular thing, but it's not uncommon.
Can I check to see if the figure is still leaning on the tree?
Hey, and as you turn around, there is a little boy who has his head tilted like this, and he is just grinning and staring directly at you.
No, thank you.
Has he's moved closer to the...
He has moved closer. He is like 10 feet from the sphere, and he's a little boy with normal, like, child clothes, brown, scruffy hair, and very brightish eyes. Like, it just doesn't quite look right. But he's got his head tilted and just grinning.
Can I see a bite on him or any sort of, like, scratch or anything like that on him?
Give me a perception check.
And is he outside of the sphere?
He is outside of the sphere. Unless they have an order pin, they cannot get into the sphere with you.
I punch you in the face.
No. It's a 9.
Yeah, he looks normal. Well, as normal as a weird-looking kid will look that has its head tilted and is just grinning at you. And his eyes are very wide.
I don't know if we can sleep with that.
Yeah.
Are you lost?
He's just going to tilt his head to the other side. Grin.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and just go out and just poke him right in the middle of the chest.
Head straightens out and just stares.
Dun dun dun.
Well, whatever this thing is, it can't get in.
Not. And did it move with the mage hand when it poked him?
I don't think Mage Hand has the power to move people.
It's
I don't
like
think.
10 pounds of force.
I mean,
I think.
it would register as like a poke on the chest, but nothing more than that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mainly wanted to see if it like went through him or if he like got pushed slightly.
If he reacted.
So we can like
It's like a
cast
no.
things out of the sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't want to cast any magic at him because I don't want to make him mad. He scares me.
I am extremely uncomfortable.
He has not blinked.
Still smiling.
I need you all to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, joy.
So they can cast magic into it?
Not necessarily magic. Not them casting it, at least.
I got a 5.
I got a 4.
13.
21.
The Ruen and Professor Friedrich, you both pass. But Shiela and Velphie, y'all are terrified and frightened of this thing. And it's almost like you just want to back away as far as possible.
Guys, I can't. This is, and then she just starts to slowly back up. I am absolutely terrified.
Sheila just can't speak. She's just petrified, too scared to talk, too scared to move, white in the face, the pupils dilated, visible existential fear has crossed her.
But we're in like a kind of like wooded area, right? Like kind
Yeah.
of like not quite a clear, like kind of like a little clearing. Could I want to go to like the edge of the circle, kind of like opposite where, not quite opposite where he is, but kind of at like an angle to where the little boy is,
Mm-hmm.
the boy. And I want to cast Minor Illusion
Okay.
and create the sound of that dragonborn guy or reaper that we met, like the sound of his voice 30 feet away.
What do you want it to say?
We need to set up the crystals, or they'll find, or they'll get us, I guess.
Okay. And let me double check. Do they get with the minor illusion? Is there a spell save, or do they just hear it?
It's like create a sound or an image of an object within range.
Okay. I can use intelligence investigation.
If I create a sound, yeah.
Okay.
If they invest, yeah.
What is your spell DC?
Spell save is a 14.
14. Okay. So yeah, it fails. And it's gonna slowly turn its head. Stare at the direction 30 feet away. And it's going to bend backwards. Like its body is just going to, from the back, and its hands are going to go back. Its head is now upside down. And it is going to slowly crab walk towards the voice.
Ugh.
What an odd little boy.
That is the...
And Sheila's just backing up as far away as she can.
So if we don't
Are you
if we
staying
don't
in the
have a-
circle?
Oh, yes.
if we don't have a fire, do we still have like dim light in here, or is it like...
Yeah, you would still have dim light, but I will say it's a little chilly.
Oh, okay.
DM, with being frightened, would I have the capacity to know if I stayed in circle, if I'm trying everything to get away?
So with frightened, it says you cannot willingly move closer to the source of its fear. So I would say you can stay in circle as long as you're not moving towards it.
Perfect.
But are you both you and Velphie at the edge of the sphere?
I am, yes. I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm just. Oh, jeez.
No, 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 no.
And you're gonna.
Wait, I thought it left. Is it back?
Oh, that's...
Do we see it?
I don't want to look.
I look. Is it back?
Are you looking between Sheila and Velphie?
I'm looking around the outside of the sphere,
Yeah,
trying to find.
looking like
this-
around, yeah.
Right where Sheila and Velphie are at the edge of the circle, there is a little girl who basically has her head right at the sphere case. Head tilted to the side. Big grin.
Am I scared of the little girl or just the little boy?
Give me another wisdom saving. Well, you haven't looked at it, have you?
No, not yet. She's behind me.
No, you don't have to make anything yet. You haven't looked at it. But Friedrich,
am
make
not
another one.
turning around.
Just for looking at it before I even say anything to it.
Mhm.
19.
You're good.
I am going to kneel down and look at her. Put my glasses in and into my nose and say, "Hello there," and cast Charm Person.
Okay, what is charm person?
It's a Wisdom save of 13.
Or he gets to be real.
She fails.
She's friendly to me now. The next hour. What are you doing out here so late?
I live here.
Is that why you're out here? You want to play with people that come through here? So you know we're friends. You of course wouldn't lie to a friend, would you?
No.
So you just want to play. That's all?
Yes.
The boy, is he your brother?
Yes.
How long have you been out here?
She pauses for a second. And like tilts her head to the other side, still grinning.
I don't know.
Oh, I hate to tell you. We are not any fun. We're a bunch of old curmudgeon-y people who we generally just go to bed early and read big, dusty old books. So we're not a lot of fun to play with. I think you might find some better play partners about 300 yards directly behind you.
What is crumblaging me?
Curmudgeon-y. It essentially means you're grumpy and old.
What is a book?
What is a book? Was that the question? I think you can find a book about 500 yards directly behind you. Go tell your brother and you and him can go find one.
She's gonna insight you.
She's my friend. Would a friend insight me?
Yes.
She fails anyway.
500 feet.
500 yards.
What is a
1,500 feet.
yard?
You may not be able to count that high. I would just keep walking.
Until the sun rises.
Friends don't lie to each other, right?
No, I'm almost positive there is a book somewhere in the direction behind you. At some point, just walk until you find it.
Okay.
And she's gonna like do the back bend backwards, like you're like basically face to face with her, and her head's gonna pop back, so like almost like her neck broke, and slowly her back's gonna go, and she's going to like crab walk the way you told her that there was a book.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to my companions. That spell only lasts about an hour, so maybe we can
You're
try to
not
get some
We need
sleep.
to do it now.
I don't know if I can sleep.
Another one hits on the left.
Sheila flinches. Ugh. So, can I still see the little boy?
He went 30 feet into the woods.
So, am I still frightened, or because he's out of?
I would say it's been a minute.
Okay.
What
Fucking
Friedrich
hate
does for
those
fun.
things.
He goes in the woods and lies to children.
Oh, Friedrich, what are those things?
Well, I'm pretty sure they're infected, so probably not what
What?
they appear.
What
Would,
gave you that idea? The head tilts or the crab walking?
I have a tendency to say very obvious things just to make sure that we're all on the same page.
Would Velphie know from her studies at all if she's heard about creepy kids?
You've heard of a lot of creepy things, but give me a history check.
Yeah.
I feel like this is what they sing about in nursery rhymes.
And
keep
that
kids
one
in
with
the-
a. So that's a 3.
I mean,
There's a lot of creepy things out here, and you know of a lot of them. But creepy kids is something you have only read in horror stories.
Okay, so Velphie is going to pick up her journal and quickly scribble down her encounter. She's gonna like describe the kids and describe what happened in her journal.
What is y'all's passive perception?
12.
Mine's a 12, but I have a question. So, based on what I saw in the last session, and then this, and what I've been doing to study the virus, do I know if it does anything beyond? Is it a virus that just makes someone who's infected just become feral and rabid, or does it sort of change them in other ways as well?
You would, especially recently, you've noticed that the virus. Well, actually, give me a history check. At advantage.
First one's a nat 20, so 25.
So, like, from the early stages, you know that it just made people very rabid, caused them to almost rot. But recently, they're turning into something else. Almost like this virus has mutated into something more than what it originally was.
Okay. My passive perception is 12.
Okay.
And
What
we are
about you,
not a very
Ruen?
perceptive bunch.
I will say, they did not roll very high.
Sorry.
You hear a branch break above your head.
Sheila's just looking down at the ground. She's not going to look up again.
I'll look up.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Never mind, I don't look up. Just kidding. Oh, 9.
You are frightened. There is a tree branch that hangs over your sphere. And there is this gaunt woman that is laying on a branch with her arms like dangling off the side, and her face is on the side of the branch, and she's got her head tilted and she's grinning at you. She's got very sharp looking canines. Her hair is very scraggly and white, and she's got like patches of it missing. And she's just staring down from this tree branch above your circle and just watching.
I get the sense we might not get much sleep tonight.
I think it's best if we try. We need to have someone obviously be a lookout.
I
Yeah,
can take
we'll
1st
need to-
watch. I only need about 4 hours.
Who has the highest? Let me ask this in an in-game way. Who's the most perceptive of us? Who has great hearing?
What?
I'm just
My perception would be about 3 above average if we're
I'd say two
like
above average.
slightly above average, but not great.
Well, they shouldn't be able to get in.
It just might be an uncomfortable sleep. And I mean, we've dealt with uncomfortable sleeps out here before. Not we collectively, but
Gonna be okay. We just gotta make it till morning.
Gonna tilt her head so far that like her neck breaks. And she is just staring at you with a limp neck. Her body is this way and her neck is that way. And just staring.
Sheila's just staring at the fire.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same, but before, I'm going to look up at the source of my fear and cast Detect Thoughts.
Surface thoughts. Pretty fire. Fire. Pretty light. What are they? What are they doing?
I do not wish to probe deeper, but I will relay to the party. They seem to be attracted to the light, and they seem more curious than hostile.
Okay. Well, Specs,
how
you know as
co-
well as I do.
how
Curiosity's
cold
not
would
bad.
it be? How cold would it be if we like snuffed out the fire and just laid in bedrolls or whatever? Would it be survivable?
It's not like, it's like a fall night, so it's not super chilly yet. But it's just like there's a chill in the air that comes with unease.
So we could go without the fire and
It'd
see
be
if
a
that makes
little
them get
uncomfortable,
bored.
but yeah.
But it would be a little uncomfortable. Assuming that the professor relayed that information to us. I don't want to like be metagaming. And...
Yeah, no, I did. I told them that,
Okay.
like, they seem to be
Okay.
attracted to the light. So perhaps we could do without it. Maybe they'll go away. But I
the
don't think they'll
sphere
go
would
away.
attract them too.
He did say pretty sphere.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah. So it's not going
I
to
was
matter
just going
either
off the
way.
sphere making light.
Yeah. So it's not going to matter either way. So we might just have to deal with it. And
And for
I think as
anybody
long as we
looking
have
at her,
somebody
she
to
has not
watch.
blinked.
No, thank you.
I'm avoiding looking.
I am not looking.
And it did say pretty lights. So even if we put the fire out, it may not leave. And I have no idea what it is.
And
I mean,
like they
yeah.
can't affect things on the outside of the sphere can't affect the crystals, right?
Possibly.
I assumed the crystals were inside the sphere and sort of projected it outwards.
Well, as
Sorry,
you guys
what?
can see, spells can leave.
So they can come in?
They could possibly come in.
So spell could come in.
They block
That's what she said.
beings,
Um,
not necessarily spells.
Wait, so like out of game, we could just get firebolted
Yep.
while we're asleep?
That's why we need someone
So-
to stand guard.
So
We're
somebody
working
needs
on
to
the
stand
crystal
guard.
technology.
So
Upgrade
somebody
that.
needs to stand guard, is what we're hearing. Because I don't
I
want to
think,
go outside of the circle unless we have to, like absolutely have to.
I'm not leaving this circle until the sun is up. You hear me, Ruen? Not a minute sooner.
I completely understand. These things are creepy, even though they didn't terrify me.
Yeah, so her neck's still broken. She's staring at you.
And I'm frightened. And as far as I can tell, Velphie and Shiela are frightened.
It's been a
They're not
minute.
frightened anymore.
Not anymore.
Of, yeah.
They're just
I did not
generally
look. I just stared right into the
just
fire.
generally not looking at things.
Yes.
What if we just, this is going to sound possibly ridiculous, but what if we just ignored them and sort of close our eyes and bundle up? Because again, they don't. I read its thoughts, the one
Oh.
above us, and it doesn't seem hostile, just curious. So maybe we just appear boring.
Well, a good hunter's always curious about its prey. So,
Doesn't seem particularly intelligent.
okay. I can take first watch if you guys want to grab a couple winks.
I think Velphie needs a full 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah. I think the only one that only needs 4 hours that we know of is
Didn't Professor also gets 4 hours, right?
Oh, I forgot. Yes. Little elf in me.
he's got himself a little elf in him.
So if you guys wanted to each take a 2-hour, you guys could do that. That way everybody can get the full 8, or
Everybody can get the full. Yeah.
Professor and Sheila could do 4 hours and split it between the two. Up to you.
That's fine with me.
That's fine with me. We can get on the road a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Get some more travel within our day.
Hopefully get into a building so we could be a little bit more protected from creepy things that go bump in the night.
I agree.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, good night.
Who wants to go first?
Good luck.
How are y'all sleeping?
Their heads
We
tucked between
have-
our knees.
Like, yeah, I feel
Probably
like
with one eye open.
Yeah, I feel like Ruen has like has his blanket, but has his shield on top of his blanket, and is just sleeping underneath his shield.
I think
Sorry.
I think Velphie is just gonna sit probably as close to either Sheila or I guess Sheila. Just to have like that kind of comfort that someone's there.
We just kind of touch toes.
Touch toes, yes.
Touch toesies. And I just stare out into the darkness.
Give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. 2.
You don't notice anything. The thing above your head is like pulling all of your senses to it, and you just hear it like swinging its arms like as it's laying on this branch back and forth, and it keeps hitting this branch. So you just hear like every
And
time
I'm
it hits
just-
it.
Staring out. I'm not looking up at it. No.
Why won't you look?
You scare me, little girl.
I'm not little.
In my head, you are. Oh, yeah? Think of a funny.
That is a joke.
Oh, goodness. Jokes are things we creatures tell each other to make a laugh. Very similar to what you did. Do you know any? No? Would you like me to tell you one?
Okay.
If you were fighting an undead centaur, would you be beating a dead horse?
What is a centaur?
Well, let's start with what do you know?
She's gonna go very quiet.
Oh, I love that.
Since you're not looking at her, you can't see her face.
Nope.
She goes very quiet. And the rest of your watch goes without a peep.
Great conversation. And 4 hours, I go wake up Specs. Sorry,
Oh,
Friedrich.
what time is it?
It's snap o'clock. Your turn.
During my watch, I just sort of kneel, meditation style, and look at the ground directly in front of me, and just try to focus on hearing as opposed to seeing.
Give me a perception check.
$12.
You're gonna hear a branch snap to the right.
I don't turn to look at it.
You're going to hear some walking coming closer to you. Very light footsteps. Hi.
Hello.
And then you're going to hear the footsteps keep going until they're like right next to you, as close as they can get. And you're going to hear the rustling of like leaves and stuff as this thing gets on the floor. And its hands are like underneath its chin. And this child is just staring at you.
Staring at the side of my head because I'm not looking at it. When's the last time you slept?
I don't know.
I don't know either with how much noise you're making.
It's just gonna stare.
I continue my zenful focus on the square foot of ground in front of me.
But right before the sun rises, you'll hear the scuffling of feet from where these things were, and they'll scatter.
Do I see them run off?
Yeah. With the same, like, upside down crab walk that they were doing.
Do they all go in one direction or just
They just scatter.
everywhere? Ugh.
Like little spiders.
Little creepy children spiders and broken neck lady spider. I will wake my companions.
Is broken spider lady gone?
I
Sheila,
think
like-
they're gone.
Pulls the blanket. That was a sleep, wasn't it? Yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
I mean, I didn't have a problem. I don't know what you're
No
worried
problem.
about.
Does everyone feel somewhat rested?
I think so. Maybe.
I wonder if we
I-
can find shelter for tonight.
A cave would be great.
An empty cave.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Empty. The important word.
That sounds great. Okay, so now we know don't sleep out in the middle of nowhere. Kids
Unless
will
you want
wander.
these things.
Unless you want creepy spider children crawling
You
all
didn't
over your
feed
orb.
them though, so
It's interesting because I just always, from what we've seen, the virus sort of makes a thing lose its mind and go a bit feral, rabid, but these things seem more sinister in some way.
Is it
Ugh.
now? Would because I didn't really that I looked at was the boy. Did it look like they were like just like curious, like somebody that's never seen something before? Like somebody that had gone to an entirely new country and is observing completely unknown customs type of thing.
Give me an insight.
also would we have recognized any of these children?
Probably not. That's maybe a 10. Where did everything go? Where's my sheet. No, that's a 6. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's a. You don't really understand what they were or what they are. It could have been sinister. It could have been they were naive. It could have been both.
They're creepy. That's what I know.
After we remove the crystals, is there anything left behind that looks out of place?
Give me a perception check.
7?
No, everything seems like it was. The horses are where you left them. There's not really anything out of place besides like a broken
Oh god,
branch.
did we leave the horses outside of the bubble?
I'm gonna say y'all left them in there. Y'all incorporate. They also have their own little lantern.
Yeah.
Beatrice would
I
make
was
it
like,
out
dude,
here on her own.
I'd say you guys took care of them.
Well, should we be on our way?
I mean, we might as well make our way. I don't want to hang around here much longer. We don't know if this grove area would just happens to be where they like
you-
to congregate either. It could be their like space that we're
Yeah,
being taken up.
I don't know if they roam, if this is like their territory. And I don't, as curious as I am, I don't want to stick around to find out.
No, thank you. I think we should get on our horses and pitter patter.
However,
Oh,
if I could just have 10 minutes of your time, I
10
would.
minutes.
You have 4 choices. You can have a long speech, a medium speech, a short speech, or a song.
Oh, the song.
I like songs.
If we're gonna do this song,
All right. I've been working on this since the last assignment with Arlo, and I think I've got a song for us. Are you guys ready? Okay. In a realm of magic where dragons soar, a tale of heroes forevermore. Deep in dungeons where shadows creep, a bard song shall wake us from our sleep. Hear the call, heed the cry, courage shall not pass us by. Through the trials, dangers near, we'll conquer all, no trace of fear. With armor gleaming and swords held high, together we'll face the endless night through ancient ruins and mystical lands. The destiny lies in our valiant hands. Hear the call, heed the cry, courage shall not pass us by. Through the trials, dangers near, we'll conquer all, no trace of fear. As the bard's song draws to an end, remember well, my steadfast friend, in the Order of Narvosc, its desolate land, with valor and heart, united we stand.
I
Thank you.
loved it.
Thank you. And
amazing.
you may all add 7 temporary HP points.
ooh,
That was
Dear
my
Velphie.
Nice.
inspiring leader.
I love that.
that's awesome.
Good. I'm glad you did. I worked really hard on it, and
It's
I felt like it
gorgeous.
could give us
I'm-
a
I'm-
little inspiration before we go.
I think some of my younger students would call that a banger.
I don't know her.
Hey.
Oh,
Ew.
Velphie.
Why do we have to know her?
True. Very true.
Point.
But I digress. That was fantastic. Velphie, you are so talented.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It was wonderful. I feel a bit of a pep in my step today.
I feel good. So
I
strong.
feel inspired.
I'm glad. I'm
Yeah.
glad I could inspire you all, because today is going to be the greatest day of all.
It's still early, but yes.
We don't know.
Even the DM's like, let's go. Yeah.
DM's inspired.
I'm
Yeah.
inspired.
DM has 7 HP points.
But yeah, I think that's a fabulous place to end for this evening.